Here's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around McCarr. United States with numbers. Block across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
Let's get nasty on a Monday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers back from Mexico. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. USA, USA, USA. That's right. Jamie's now
favorite team.
What are you
talking about?
Country, of course, that
the whole time.
He's been here for a number of years. He's employed people here. He pays taxes here. It's his country.
It's my home country.
It's his home country.
I've lived here longer than I've lived in Canada.
Yes. Now, I wonder, had Canada won gold yesterday and not USA, if Jamie would be shouting a different tune today. But, it doesn't matter.
There's
We're
never
all
any doubt,
Americans
Anthony.
today.
Come on, there's never any doubt.
Nah.
We know what's going on.
Really?
Red, white, and blue, baby. Let's go.
Jamie was a winner before that puck was even dropped in the first period.
I was a winner before the Olympics started.
Nice work, man. Unbelievable. So Team USA beats Canada 2-1 in overtime, wins Olympic gold in Milan. This wasn't just any win. It was a best-on-best tournament, meaning obviously both countries had the full NHL superstars available. Obviously, guys like Sidney Crosby didn't play for Team Canada. There are some exceptions, but it's a big deal. It means a lot to our country. It means a lot for the sport of hockey in our country. And I don't want to do any sort of comparisons to the Miracle on Ice, because that was its own event with its own meaning, its own backdrop. But it's absolutely remarkable that it took nearly 30 years for the U.S. to win another best-on-best tournament after 1996. But it's fantastic. It feels great. And that game yesterday had all the excitement and the drama that you would expect a gold medal game to have. I mean, Marsh, you had mentioned it in the text thread that we all shared yesterday. Mm-hmm. Both teams were flying around the ice.
Yeah.
When U.S. went up early, I thought, well, maybe they could start to pull away. It never happened. Canada tied it in the second period, and then it took overtime for USA to get it done. But congratulations to Team USA. It was certainly exciting. Again, it lived up to the billing, boys.
Yeah, it was. I mean, look at the first half of that first period. I don't know if I've ever seen a faster game of hockey played. I mean, these guys were up and down the ice. I mean, the intensity was there. The physicality was there. You could just tell that this was going to be the clash of the Titans that we wanted it to be. Mm-hmm. And let's be honest, we didn't really want to see anybody else in the final.
No.
We didn't. We wanted Canada versus USA. And, the U.S. team, Bill Guerin, you got to give him full credit. Bill Guerin said when he picked the team, just like Herb Brooks did, I'm picking the best team, maybe not the best players, but we're going to have guys who know their role. And their penalty kill, I believe, went perfect for the entire tournament. And two guys that were the most scrutinized players were Vincent Trocheck and JT Miller. They shouldn't be on the team. It should be these other guys. And those two guys were over the boards for every penalty kill. And they went perfect. And they went perfect in the game against Canada when they were 5-on-3. So all of these things came together perfectly for the United States. I think that, look, Matthew Tkachuk has had a great amount of success in the last 3-4 seasons, not just personally, but with a team with Stanley Cup championships. But I really felt like it was almost Brady's coming out party. He was a force.
Yeah.
He was mowing guys down, scoring goals. Like, his personality came through more through a lot of the interviews and things like that. So, congratulations to the Tkachuk boys. Let's not forget congratulations to Joey Dunn as well with the women's team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They won gold as well. So it's double gold for, my home country here in the USA. Always proud of them.
Clayton Keller, too.
Kels, another St. Louis area guy. It was a great game. Here's what I'm going to say, and it's so funny because what was the number one topic for Team Canada heading into the Olympics? The one thing that everybody was talking about that was a hot button. Jordan Binnington. Jordan Binnington ended up not being a factor in a good way.
Yeah.
But you know what ended up being the biggest factor?
The best players in the world.
Canada not being able to score goals when it counts.
Well, yeah, I was thinking
They've got
the
three of the
3-on-3.
top 5 scorers in the NHL were on one line. And they struggled to score goals against Czech. They struggled to score goals against Finland, and they struggled to score goals against the U.S.
Yeah, it's like once they got out of the first 1 or 2 games.
Well, you got a couple of blood donor games.
Yeah,
Come on.
it basically dried up. The goal scoring dried up.
You can't comment on goaltending when you can't score.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of their success came on the power play, and then once the United States basically neutralized that, it was tough for Canada to score, and it took a perfect shot from Cale Makar in the second period to beat Connor Hellebuck, who was unbelievable. I almost feel bad for chirping the guy last year.
Right.
I know. Look at what we did. We did this. You're welcome, Connor Hellebuck. Okay? You're welcome.
You know, you mentioned that. It almost feels like the Binnington situation in the Four Nations when Canada was like, hey, listen, our bad. Nice job, huh? I can't. Hey, that's on us, Connor.
He's not too bad.
Yeah, Hellebuck. And obviously what a save. The stick
one?
save. I know. He had a multitude, but the stick save one's going to be the one that lives in infamy.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just remarkable. But you're right, Jamie. I mean, he had so many different saves.
He did.
Throughout the course. So many big saves. The guy was absolutely sensational yesterday.
And, you know, I don't want to go down the path of this overtime thing because both teams knew the rules going into the Olympics. The rules were it was 3-on-3 overtime. That's it. Deal with it. And then it would be a shootout afterwards. Do I like the format? Not really. I think even if it's a semifinal game, you want to do it, great. But for the gold medal game, like I know TV rights come into it, and the Olympics can't just stop everything for the hockey game, whatnot. I'm sure there's a way they could massage it into the schedule to where if the game goes 5 or 6 periods, we can deal with that. But I have no beef with it because both teams knew the rules going in, and let's be honest. How many people actually thought when Canada lines up Nathan MacKinnon, Connor McDavid, and Cale Makar, who actually thinks you have an advantage at that point?
Right. No kidding. Yeah, you can't complain.
The U.S. You can't say, the U.S. had an advantage. No, they didn't. Cale Makar and Jack Hughes both made all or nothing plays. Whoever loses that puck loses the game.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a 2-on-0 for Canada on Hellebuck. He may have saved it. Who knows? But it goes the other way, and then Cale Makar takes his sweet time getting back.
Yeah,
and
terrible back check.
Then Nathan MacKinnon, who's a horse, he can be one of the fastest guys in the world. He stutter steps and pauses and waits and gets tentative. Oh man, they made two of the best players in the game made mistakes on the one play.
It just goes to show you that your skill set is one thing, but how you utilize that skill set is quite another. And furthermore, how you utilize that skill set when the game is at its peak is something else. And you guys know that as professional athletes.
It's always giving great effort. And I thought the USA team played well. They finished the game. You talked about Connor Hellebuck, how well he performed. Jack Hughes getting hit in the mouth, losing teeth. Like that to me.
That was unreal.
That's the best part about it for me.
Yeah.
I got my damn teeth knocked out. I'm mad. I'm pissed off. I'm not happy. But I scored a game-winning goal, and I win gold medal. For me, that's okay, it's actually a really cool story now. Hey, kids, the time I got my teeth knocked out, and then we won a gold medal.
Have you seen that one picture? There's a picture on Twitter where Jack Hughes is holding the American flag behind him and smiling. He's got blood and teeth missing. It is like the epitome of what that moment was
That was a
for
really
him.
cool moment, man.
Yeah, it was.
Think of the highs and lows for him. He gets his teeth knocked out. United States goes on a power play. But then he takes a tripping call himself, so he could be the guy sitting in the box.
He could have been the zero.
Yeah, exactly. I thought the game was incredible. I know people are complaining about 3-on-3, but as a fan, to watch what happened, it was really exciting. But I saw something on Twitter. I can't remember who said it, but I thought they made a great point. It seemed like Canada, in the 3-on-3, each individual on the ice wanted to be the next Sidney Crosby and get the golden goal. You had Connor McDavid trying to go 1-on-3 and dance around 3 U.S. defenders. He doesn't score.
Now, in fairness, he does that almost every time.
He does. He does. He does. But then you had Cale Makar, stepping up, pinching in. Like you said, it's a 50-50 play, but then he doesn't get back. Maybe he's trailing because he thinks Nathan MacKinnon's going to get that puck and snap it up to him, and he'll have a breakaway. And then Nathan MacKinnon who was complaining after the game, and we'll get to that, but misses the net and then just got bullied off the puck, something that you just don't see. I thought it was very uncharacteristic of all three of those players in that final minute of the game.
Sorry, Marcia. I actually felt that the last 3 games overall, I felt like Nathan MacKinnon was continuously trying to do too much. He wanted to end the game every time he had it on his stick, which is why I think he was gripping the stick a little tight and he missed the open net. Like, he wanted it so bad. And there were moments in the Finland game even where he stays out for 2.5 minutes and like he wanted, like, doing too much, dude. Relax. You got a bench full of stars.
All-stars. Right.
Like, even your worst player is an NHL All-Star.
Yeah.
Like, let's just pump the brakes. That's where I think John Cooper should have kind of reeled it in a little bit. Say, hey, listen, we don't need you to score the game winner. We just need you to be who you are. Because by doing that, you will eventually score the game winner.
Sure.
It's because all these other teams, they know who the best players are on the ice.
Yeah.
And they get in his way. They block the shots. They're like, they overdo the fact that they're playing defense against him.
We've got a lot to go on this game. We'll dive into it. We'll hit certain angles throughout the course of the show. But I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about how Johnny Gaudreau's number 13 jersey was hanging in the U.S. dressing room throughout the Olympics. And Dylan Larkin and Matthew Tkachuk carried it around the ice after, the Americans beat Canada yesterday. And what a moment it was that Larkin and Zach Wenerski went out to the stands and got 2 of Johnny Gaudreau's, I think it was the 2 oldest children, the boys, of the 3. Johnny Gaudreau had 3. And they went out and they got the 2 boys from the stands and brought them into the U.S. photo. And there's video. And if you haven't seen the video, you don't have a soul. You don't have a soul if you don't have tears in your eyes. I watch that thing. I mean, anytime it pops up in my feed, I got tears welling up. Like,
well,
what,
you see Gaudreau's dad break down into tears watching it. I'm like, oh my God, change it, champ.
I know. But it's just it's part of sports and humanity, and just it was a special moment. I'm glad that they did that, and yeah, it's just a gut-wrenching moment.
The last thing I'll say about it is the Miracle on Ice. Obviously, we know that story and all the backstory to it. There was political things going on, all this craziness, right? And it felt like the United States needed that victory. I kind of feel the same way. I think there were a lot of storylines to this. I think the Gaudreau situation, everything else, I'm not going to get into all that crap, but all that stuff, like, it felt like this country needed a moment to, like, just be unified. Yeah. And it didn't last very long.
USA! 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 All right, we're going to talk to Derek Stevens. He's got a promotion coming up here. We'll talk to Derek Stevens tonight. We got you guys got the Blues Casino night. So we'll talk to Derek Stevens of Circa Sports. He's going to be in studio with us next here on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, how you feeling? I know you've been feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Coming off a good weekend. I think you're getting to a spot here. We're going to ask me about mentality.
I am. I definitely am, because I know I have been feeling much better since I started my program a couple of weeks ago. We talked about it, being sluggish and not feeling well, not going about your day and needing a little bit more energy. You tell me, you go back to mentality. They got you taken care of. Went down there, saw the great people. Angel does a great job of getting everyone organized and getting us in and out. So I've been on it. I know you have as well. How are you feeling?
Dude, it's it's great about the mentality program, and for those that don't know, if you're getting up there in age a little bit, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, we want to feel like we're young again, right? We want to feel like we did maybe in our 20s, or if you're in your 50s, you want to feel like you're in your 30s, right? Well, that's what mentality helps. If your testosterone dips, like it normally does with guys, your energy is affected. You might not get the right sleep. You might not have the right motivation, the mood. Your mood might be all over the place. Yeah. Mentality does a great job of raising those free testosterone levels so you do feel great. So you ask me how I feel outstanding. I love getting my workout in. I love being focused at home and at work.
Yeah, and they do a great job of being human-based, human-centered. They talk to you in layman's terms. They give you exactly what's going on with your body and try to help you, your body and your brain, to be the best you possible. And right now, they have all new patients labs will be covered in your treatment plan, and that's a savings of up to $250 right out of the gate. Reclaim the old you, the younger you with Mentality. Schedule your appointment today now at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com.
You're listening to The Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Welcome back inside the Fast Lane here, 101 ESPN. We got a couple of great guests joining us right now. We have the owner of Circa Sports, Derek Stevens, and a counterpart working at Circa Sports and a great friend of mine for many, many years, Darren Banks, joining us. Boys, how we doing?
Great to be back in St. Louis. Last time we were here was December 1st. It was a snowstorm. It was really cold. This is like, you can feel spring's about ready to go.
Derek, I'm not going to say anything, but it was like 70 degrees last week. You guys get here, temperature drops. I'm just saying. Last time you were here, big snowstorm. You're bringing the Detroit weather here with you.
Yeah, we got to bring a little more Vegas weather to us. So yeah, but no, great to be back. We're excited to be here with what's going on with the Blues tonight. Their charity event, Blues for Kids. So we're excited about that. As a new sponsor for the St. Louis Blues. We got to provide all the cards, the dice, the felts. They're going to be playing away in this charity casino night. So
nice.
We're going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, sounds like a blast. Now, I know that you've got a new special going on, or a contest or an event here called Win Derek's Wallet. I know Banksy's been trying to do that for years.
It was always zipped up.
Can you explain to some of our listeners, especially here in the state of Missouri, right? This is where the contest is happening?
This is a Missouri-only promotion. So December 1st, when sports wagering became legal in the state of Missouri, we came out with our new software, and we made the strategic business decision. We were not going to compete with all these giveaways. And I think everyone here figured out you could make a lot of money by doing all the matches and things like that. So we decided to take the first couple months off, and we wanted to do something special, something different. So what we're doing is we're going to be giving away $250,000. So we figured out that's going to be the size of my wallet. And the way it works, it starts today. It's today through March 15th on the Circa Sports app, just in the state of Missouri. If you wager $100, so it could be one bet, could be 5 bets of $20. As long as you wager more than $100, you get one share of the wallet. If you wager $1,000 and this is over the course of like 2.5 weeks, you get 2 shares. And if you're a big player and you bet over $5,000 over this 2.5 weeks, you get 3 shares. So after this 2.5 weeks, we're going to figure out how many shares of the wallet there are. And then on March 16th, we're going to deposit that into everybody's account. Wow. We're going to try to load them all up for March Madness and everything else like that. So it's 100% a giveaway. There's no match on the wall. It's just if you happen to wager, you're gonna have that money put into your account. So we're trying to get more people to get on Circa Sports here in Missouri.
So tonight is the casino night for the Blues, and you said it's to give back to kids. Do you know exactly what program or what group you all are giving back to? What kids you're giving back to?
It's I should know that it's the St. Louis Children's Hospital.
Yeah, it's the Blues for Kids, and there's portions of it that get donated to different charities. But tonight, primarily, I believe it's the Children's Hospital that benefit from this.
That's a great cause. Children's Hospital here specifically, I know they do a lot of great things with helping families, and Anthony knows they take care of your kids, take care of you going through that moment. So that's a big thing for you all to do that.
Well,
that's awesome.
We're glad to be part of it. I know this happened for a long time, way before we showed up here. So I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more about it and just being a part of it for the first time.
What'd you guys think of the Olympics and the hockey?
Oh, how good was this?
Tremendous.
Now, I will tell you, as a business guy, there are 24 hours in a day. Well, we run a lot of bars, sports bars, world's largest sports book at Circa Las Vegas. Out of the 24 hours in a day, you could have picked 1 hour that was worse than 5 a.m. It was the worst. I was begging I was on the East Coast, something else. We could have sold out. 5 a.m. was kind of a tough deal. But it was an unbelievable game. The patriotism was unbelievable. Jack Hughes is the America's patriot. It's unbelievable how great this was. I'll let Banksy talk. He's a professional hockey player.
Yeah, so again, Darren Banks joining us. He played in the NHL at the Boston Bruins and in the minors as well. Longtime NHL player and AHL player. Banksy, you're Canadian.
Yes, I'm Canadian. You want to know my take on the Olympics? I wasn't happy about it. I mean, I was surprised with all those stars that we had and all those opportunities they had, and we couldn't score more than 1 goal. You have to give it to Hellebuck. I mean, I give it to Hellebuck, but I just go, McDavid, what happened?
When a goalie is playing that well, I mean, because he was playing outstanding. I think he had 41 saves. Is it more so, I mean, and Canada has so many stars, but are you looking at the other end like, man, this guy's just on his game today. It's going to be, we're going to do something spectacular to beat him, and they just weren't able to.
I understand it's a goalie's job to make those saves, but it's those players' job to score. Yeah. And these guys score a lot, and then they couldn't score in the playoffs. So, you know what my rule would have been, Jamie?
Oh, I know, right?
When they come out of the net, I
Run
give
the
a
goal.
little bump. Give a little bump. You got to throw them off his skin a little bit.
2-minute penalty. Penalty killers go to work, you know? I mean, it's all fair. No, it's not part of the game.
Well, I mean, maybe when you guys played, maybe not, maybe frowned upon a little bit more here. But I thought the last week was sensational overall in terms of the games. It wasn't just Team USA versus Team Canada. It was every Canadian game. It was every American game. It seemed to come down to wire. You had multiple comebacks. Canada, I mean, they had to erase a 2-goal lead just to get in. So
playing from behind for the last 3 games.
Yeah, I thought the whole Olympic hockey tournament was incredible and lived up to the billing.
So, Derek, let me ask you a question about from the gambling side of things, because the Olympics can be tricky because some of the competitions that are judge based, they're not available I don't believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but then the games that are like the hockey games and things like that, they're available.
Yeah, you're correct. I mean, we booked certain events, and you wouldn't want to book every event in the Olympics. It's really only been in the last 15 years that legal wagering has been acceptable in the Olympics. Previous to that, Olympic betting was not legal, but. We made an application in the state of Nevada. The state of Nevada was the first state to take Olympic betting, and now it's legal for the legal operators everywhere. But yeah, it's just on some sports. Now I will tell you, I miss the NHL, to be honest with you, because NHL, the volume, you have more games, the amount of wagering in NHL, it blows away Olympic betting. It's kind of tough. Even when you take a good team like Finland, take a good team like Sweden, you've got games. Canada was like minus 6.5 goals in one. Like, how do you handicap? These are football point spreads, right? Yeah. Like so when you have a team that's so much better than another, and you're laying 6.5 goals, it's not like people have opinions.
Yeah.
Like from a sportsbook perspective, we want people to have opinions. Like nobody's coming. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm taking plus 6.5. You don't see people running out of their seats for that. You know?
The women's matchups, I think, the spreads are even bigger.
Yeah, they were.
For some of those USA games.
I mean, the U.S. in women's was just such a dominant team.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. No, but for Circa Sports, we're happy about the Olympics. I think it did a lot for the NHL actually, and I think it's going to help catapult sports wagering in the NHL here going forward, and hopefully with our new. Win a share of the wallet program, we're going to get everybody jump-started here in Missouri.
Yeah, so for our listeners now who want to get in and try to win Derek's wallet, what's the best way for them to do it?
All you got to do is you got to download the Circa Sports app here in Missouri, and then if you wager $100 over the course of the next 17, 18 days, you're going to get a share of the wallet. So that's all it takes to get in. So it doesn't take much at all. And we're going to fund everybody. We're going to give away this $250,000 on March 16th, and we're going to fund everybody's wallet. Now I will tell you, can you hear this? Can you hear this show in Iowa? Do you know?
You could scream. You could stream.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. We did a trial on this, and I'm talking quietly now. We did this as a trial in Iowa just to check it out because we knew we wanted to do this bigger in Missouri. We did 100,000 in Iowa. We would do 250 here in Missouri.
Nice. All right, before we let you go, Derek, once again, thanks for your time. What's going on at Circa Sports in Vegas? Because with the weather being a little chilly, we might have some St. Louis people that want to get west a little bit and have some fun.
Yeah, I mean we're in the boom time right now. You know, I mean Vegas has become like the home of college basketball tournaments. I think we're the home for about 6 of them here this year. So it starts off really the first week of March, and then we get through these conference tournaments, and then all of a sudden, all heck breaks loose with with March Madness. The first week's the number 1 week in Vegas now. The Sweet 16 weekend is a blowout weekend, so we're ready to go. Everybody is all hands on deck, so we're excited about it. The weather's perfect. Stadium swim reservations are critical.
I see the pictures online. Jealous every time.
Yeah.
All right, that's Derek Stevens, owner of Circa Sports, along with Darren Banks, a great friend of mine and involved with Circa Sports as well. Again, get to your Circa Sports app. It's the white logo. Click on that one, and you can get a piece of Derek's wallet, too. Guys, thanks a lot for joining us here today. We'll see you guys down there tonight, and looking forward to big things with Circa Sports.
Hey, great. Thanks a lot for having us on, guys. Thanks, and I hope to see a lot of listeners tonight. I'm excited about being at this charity event.
There we go.
All right,
excellent.
see you guys.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Derek Stevens from Circa Sports. We got what's trending next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Team USA defeats Canada to win gold. A 2-1 final in overtime. Jack Hughes, the overtime winner. He gets the golden goal. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. We'll also dive more into the gold medal game throughout the show. We'll also talk with Jeremy Rutherford at 4:30 to talk Olympic hockey as well as Blues hockey, as the Blues will get things going later this week. But coming up next, we have What's Trending. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Here's What's Trending.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, this weekend was jam-packed, full of great sporting events. Of course, we have the gold medal game yesterday. Friday night, we had the conversation on Friday. Was it a must-win game for SLU? And they got the job done. Now they were losing in the first half to VCU, but they roared back with 55 points in the second half to win 88-75. And then on Saturday, we basically had a Final Four matchup. You had Michigan, the number one team in the land, taking on number 3 Duke. Duke takes down Michigan 68-63. Arizona, they took down Houston on Saturday as well. So the top 4 teams playing each other. It was an awesome weekend for college basketball and sports in general. Did you guys happen to catch any of those college hoops games on Saturday?
So, starting with SLU on Friday night, I was keeping tabs of it on it, and SLU just, they couldn't get things going. I mean, they were trailing at half. They didn't look great coming out of halftime, and I thought, man, this sucks. This team has played so good. Nothing has been fraudulent about their season thus far. They lose to Rhode Island, and I had picked SLU in our Bet the Board on Friday, laying the 7.5, thinking that Rhode Island game was the exception, not what we've seen thus far. Yeah. They were going to bounce back, and it certainly didn't look like that. But when they got rolling, that 24-4 run, that looked exactly how most of their season looked ahead of that Rhode Island game. Yeah. So not surprising. Thames with the 16 points. I love how they, I'm sure, Jamie, you appreciated this too. I'm sure you didn't see it in Mexico, but had a late game scuffle. You appreciate it.
Yeah, I tried to catch that one. The internet was
down.
Slow. Yeah.
Both benches clearing. Those type of things ignite a good squad. So I love the bounce back. I love that they came all the way back. And like I've always said, good teams win, great teams cover. And SLU covered.
Favorite line. It's a great team. I didn't catch the SLU game. I did see a little bit of the Michigan and Duke game. I thought that was a really compelling matchup. I did watch my Illini. Man, they were up by 20, I believe, at one point.
What the hell?
And then lost on I've joked, that was Tyus Edney-esque. That was really bad. That young point guard went coast to coast, and nobody made. No, and I went from the highest of the highs to the lowest of the lows. We just had a putback by Wagler to go ahead in the game with like 5 seconds left, or 4.9, whatever it was. I'm like, put back good. Get a stop, fellas. Got to get a. Oh no, he went and scored with 4.9 seconds. That was bad, man.
It was.
So
it was like watching Nathan McKinnon go coast to coast. That one playoff game. That was awful. You're like, oh, God. Yeah.
Hey, but the Blues won that game.
I know they did. Damn right they did.
Could have used that against USA.
It's great the way it ended.
It was. They were the better team.
You guys agree with that? Okay.
They were the better team.
Let's go, USA.
They were.
Yeah, darn right.
Much better team.
The Illinois loss hurts, too, because...
That hurt me.
To
UCLA?
UCLA had the whole...
You were up by 20.
Well,
you were up by 17. You were up by double. They were
coming off the debacle against Michigan State. Man. And that's what they do.
Mm-hmm. It's heartbreaking. So
Illinois has been a funny team this year.
They have been.
Ultimate highs, ultimate lows.
I was listening to T-Bone earlier on the way coming in. He made a very good point. Like, they have, they can score. They ain't going to score with the best of them. But stopping people from scoring, not really their thing.
It's optional.
You got to be able to play on ball defense, man. You got to stop a guy from getting to the bucket. Mm-hmm. And with 4 points, he was downhill. He looked like a running back weaving through traffic, laid it up, and it was just so easy. And I've made so much fun of Mizzou for Tyus Edney for a number of years. I mean, it's hilarious. I get a belly laugh. And now here I am on the other end of it. At least it wasn't a tournament, but I feel your pain, Tigers. Feel your pain. Sorry.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah. Late season Saturday night game, and
it felt bad
UCLA.
though.
You know,
I couldn't imagine
it felt good
being a tournament game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Arizona's. I thought Arizona looked good too. I mean, for them to drop the back-to-back games against Kansas and Texas Tech, only rebound to go to post victories against BYU, and then number 2 Houston. I mean, Houston is. To go through that defense is no easy feat, and they had to do so in Houston. I thought Arizona's win took second behind Duke, obviously beating number 1 Michigan, but I thought Arizona's win was impressive as well.
Now, Missouri ended up losing to Arkansas. 94-86 was the final, but this loss is just horrendous, and it's a team that we talked about on Friday. Kansas losing to Cincinnati.
That was bad, man.
That was real bad.
And Peterson played the whole game. Mm-hmm. Darren Peterson didn't come out. He played the whole game. And now that game I did watch. I watched that one start to finish. And Cincinnati just, systematically pulling away. It's like they couldn't miss a shot down there. Yeah. And then towards the end of the second half, they were just knocking down shots, and KU was
ice cold. They scored 34 points in each half. It was terrible.
Bad, man.
The second half was brutal for KU.
It was.
Yeah, not good. Fun weekend though. We're drawing closer. To the conference tournament games,
closer,
and now of course and then eventually the NCAA tournament. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. So, Jamie, you had showed me what the Spit and Chicklets guy posted.
Yeah, Ryan Whitney.
Yeah, on was it Twitter?
It was
where he posted the banner. He made a banner for Canada. Mm-hmm. We dominated most of the game. 2026 men's gold Olympic game. Did Canada deserve to win yesterday? A lot of Canadians certainly feel like they should have.
Come on, man.
Come on,
man.
I think the final score was an indication you shouldn't have won. But what does the loss mean for Team Canada? We'll dive in that next on 101 ESPN. So I know a lot of Canadians certainly chirping back after losing to Team USA yesterday, and of course claiming a silver medal. You know, it's not like they went home empty-handed, Jamie. They did get a silver medal.
You know, if it's not gold, just leave it there.
I don't want this.
But don't forget they got a little stuffed animal.
And they did.
They
nothing
did.
worse to me than getting a stuffed animal after you get
You got
silver.
a little Italian labubu, and take that home with you.
They look so happy with their silver medals, man. They were ecstatic.
I'm afraid what happened to these stuffed animals after the cameras weren't on. You know,
You might want to check the trash, see if the silver medals are there. Right? It might not have took them with them.
I bet there's a couple of guys who thought about it, and then I guarantee somebody like Sidney Crosby stepped up and said something to the effect of, like, give this some days. At one point in your life, you will be proud to own a silver medal from the Olympics.
for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of giving it days, like the post-game comments, I'm like, come on, man. Like, if you want to wait a couple days to kind of give that reaction, it seemed like Team Canada came off as sore losers.
They were.
Very.
No, but why wouldn't you? So hear me out for a second, okay? We all praise Michael Jordan for having that chip on his shoulder that he fabricates, whether it's true or not. How can we critique the Canadian guys who are the Michael Jordans of their sport? Esque.
Are they?
Connor McDavid?
Did he win?
No, okay. So, but Nathan McKinnon has 2 Stanley Cups. Okay. And then go down the line. There's
Just
a lot
don't
of
compare
decorating.
my Michael Jordan to anybody.
Carey, it was just a thought, okay? I'm trying to make a point here.
Maybe the Washington Wizards, Michael Jordan.
that's what we're talking about. Canadian Still Jordan, okay? But these are the most competitive guys in their sport. Do you think they were happy to lose?
Oh, God, no.
First of all, think of the pressure. Like, look at the reaction from the Canadian population. Like, the earth is crumbling right now. And these guys will be remembered for losing the gold medal game, yet they're some of the best players to ever put on skates in the league. And then I just thought that the media should have not had access to them. It should have been the coaching staff. Talk to the coaching staff, because these athletes are jarred at that point. And you're going to say stupid things. Just like I'm sure some of the USA guys might want to sharpen the pencil a little bit and go, maybe we shouldn't have put the dagger in so hard there. But it's emotional. You got one group of hockey players that is, they're sky high, and they're going to say some weird stuff because they're so out of their minds happy. Yeah. And then you have the other group that are absolutely heartbroken, and they're going to say bitter things because they're heartbroken.
Yeah.
So I take all of those comments, quite honestly, with a grain of salt on both sides of it.
I think I look more so at the fan base of Team Canada. And yes, you can obviously make the argument that Canada was the better team in terms of dominating the second and third period. And they're like, well, you just had Connor Hellebuck. Well, last time I checked,
he's on the team.
A goalie is part of the team.
Right.
Yeah, but Marsh, you can't count that victory. If you got a good goalie, I mean, come on, that's only one guy.
We have never seen in any walk of life, in any situation, a goaltender winning a game for a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what would you know about that here in St. Louis?
Right. Right. Yeah. I'm with you, Jamie. You got to kind of let it cool down.
Let it cool down. I thought John Cooper could have handled a little better. Now, he got highlighted for talking about the 3-on-3 in overtime, but then, just like it is in every walk of life these days, Carey, I went back and found the original audio.
Yeah. Yeah,
And there
the
was
whole clip.
way more context. The answer was way longer. It wasn't clipped at a certain spot, and it did not come across as bitter as the version they released.
Correct.
So you got to be careful with all of that stuff. But, as far as the Canadian team goes, hey, man, you lick your wounds, you remember this feeling, and you don't want to do it again.
Correct.
In the U.S., you remember that feeling, and you want to duplicate it.
Do you think things are different if Sidney Crosby plays?
I do.
Do you?
I think they definitely score a power play goal.
Okay.
He's that much of a difference maker. He's so smart with the puck, and it's so gifted. I think that they definitely score on that power play.
You felt like they were just, it became a me moment. You said that earlier, kind of like, I need to be the one. I want to go down in history as winning, having the golden goal and being that legend that is talked about for the next 30, 40 years, as opposed to playing the team game and actually doing what was right and getting to who needed to get it.
Well, and Sidney
being able to
Crosby
score.
has a golden goal.
Yeah.
He scored the game-winning goal in, what was that, the 2010 Olympics, I believe? Vancouver. So he knows that moment.
Right.
The moment's not too big for him. He's not going to overdo it because he's been down that road before. So does it guarantee them a win? No, I can't say that because Connor Hellebuck was fantastic, and you got to give him his flowers. Yeah. I mean, he was unbelievable. But I do think
reading all those books helps. Knowing most about hockey than anybody else. He proved it.
He did?
He reads more and knows more than anybody.
He's a weird dude, man. Some of the players were talking about on the way to the semifinal game on the bus or whatever they were doing. He fell asleep.
He's relaxed.
Yeah. But that's when I think it was Quinn Hughes actually says, that's the moment I knew, oh, we got this. If he ain't worried, I ain't worried.
Snake Pit yelling at you, Jamie.
Why?
More gifted than McKinnon and McDavid. He's 40. Come on. Take off your Canadian goggles.
Okay. I never said he was more gifted at all.
So he has a very high IQ.
At least get that right. But he's been in every big situation, and he's a calming effect on that bench.
He's Sidney Crosby. He's the guy that all of those guys look up to.
Yeah, he's the guy they follow.
Exactly.
So, he's
like a mama duckling walking across the street, That's what they call them, mama duckling.
Or the Canadian.
They call them mama ducks because the ducklings are.
Oh, yeah. Mama ducks. Thank you. Yeah,
the ducklings are the little ones.
Yeah.
Following the mom.
Following them. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Following the good Canadian mallard.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, the green mallard.
The green, what? No, it's got a green head. Those are the males.
Yes.
Yeah, they're more attractive.
Really?
That's why they do that, so they can mate. So the females are all brown. And so then the males are they're fancy looking, so that when the girls go in heat or it's mating season, they all flock to the most handsome
best looking one.
Yeah, see the one back there slicking his feathers back. He's like, hey, ladies.
It's like Cardinals.
Get your quack on.
Cardinals, the male cardinal is completely red.
Yes.
Whereas the female cardinal is
brownish.
Yeah, like a different shade of red.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
What's that, Marcia?
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Learned something new.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
More you know. What does this mean, if anything, for Team Canada? How much does this set Canada back? And do we now view hockey in America as the number one country, of course, for hockey moving forward here?
Yeah.
Canada's old news, I guess, is what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I have nothing to come back on that at this point because in real time, you're right. No, but Canada, I will say this. I was talking to a business partner of mine this morning, Lloyd Ney, and he's way up in the USHL and USA Hockey, and he also does database research for Hockey Canada versus USA Hockey, all the nerd stats about how many registrations and kids are playing hockey and all this stuff. And Canada's in trouble right now. They are. A lot of their kids they're behind. And Canada has a reluctance. Remember I talked about that ADM model?
Yeah.
Okay. Canada has been reluctant to do that, and they won't. In most places, they won't. So they still have one or two kids that are great in a game, and the rest of the kids don't touch the puck. So how do you improve? How do you improve? You can't. If my kid doesn't touch the puck, he's basically public skating for an hour. How is he getting any better?
Right. That's a good point.
And so the USA has really poured resources and thoughts and really asked of former Olympians, former NHL players, coaches, for their opinions on building successful programs and skill development. And more than ever now, teams are having 2 or 3 practices a week at the AAA level. One practice solely dedicated to skill development. All your skills that you need, then they're getting them off the ice and they're doing training, not necessarily weight training, but they're doing, the bands or the plyometrics and doing also they're building athletes and hockey players, whereas Canada they've gotten arrogant. We just have to put on the jersey. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hello, Johnny there. He scored 13 goals the other night.
Right.
Well, that's great. Who do you play against?
Yeah.
Well, a bunch of kids can't skate, but that's because he's so much better. It's arrogance, man. I'm telling you. And
it sounds a lot like, I'm not being facetious, it sounds a lot like the Cardinals, where it's like, we don't need all those different pitching machines and the science and all that.
Old, eh?
We put
Do it
the
the
birds on the
old-fashioned
bat.
way.
We're going to win the NL Central. You know what I mean?
now, listen, Canada's not that far behind. I think that what they've done is they've got complacent and arrogant, and I think this was a great slap in the mouth that they needed. They didn't win the World Juniors, they didn't win the women's, and they didn't win the men's. So what did you win? Nothing. He went over.
Yeah.
You got a text here
animal,
from the 314 said, you need to refer to hockey as ice football now since we own it.
Everything just becomes football.
Well, it's amazing, if you capitalize on a 5-on-3, you hit an empty net, and one guy doesn't get a paddle on a puck. The narrative is completely different.
Well, Marsh, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
It's fast, and I want to.
With your facts. Hell, you doing?
What are you doing?
Was a dig in Canada.
What are you doing?
It was a dig in Canada.
Come on.
If Nathan McKinnon doesn't hit the post.
I'll tell you, the biggest save of the night, I guess it was the nighttime in Italy, but it was the side of the net.
Yeah,
biggest save of the
Charlie
game.
McAvoy had a big one, too.
He did, and that one, we're not really talking about that one. That was a huge save by him.
I still think it went across the goal line, but they didn't have a good
even
camera.
look at it.
No.
Yeah.
They must have had no camera because he was just smothering that thing.
Really?
Who hit both posts?
No, that went off one stick and then off the post. The stick was right beside. It looked like a double doink.
Yeah.
That was McAvoy, I think.
That was
who shot
McAvoy.
it,
Yeah.
and it hit off Gensel's.
Yeah, well, Binner had the angle covered.
It's a fast lane on 101 ESPN. In the World Baseball Classic, match the excitement of the Winter Olympics. We'll dive into that next on 101 ESPN. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN 303. Your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Full show with our guy Jamie back from Mexico. Can the World Baseball Classic match the excitement of the Winter Olympics? I doubt it. Just because the Winter Olympics, there's so much build-up because it's such a long layoff. I don't know if the World Baseball Classic can match the same amount of excitement as the Winter Olympics, but I still think it's a great draw, and it winds up being a really good event leading up to the baseball season.
Are they going to have all the best players this time? Because the last one they had, certain players didn't go because of their pitching regimen and all this stuff.
So Team USA starting to draw more pitchers now.
All right. Because the last one, there was a couple of guys that were good players that didn't go.
Right.
And I think maybe that was like that for a couple of the different countries. I think that I don't know. I don't know if anybody's truly excited about the World Baseball Classic. I could be wrong, but I mean by excited is like can't wait to see it.
Right.
I think people are way more excited about last year's World Series. Dodgers, Blue Jays, I think people were amped up. Mm-hmm. A lot of reasons. Canadian team, U.S. team, both teams spend a lot of money. Both had some pretty big names. End up going 7 games. That's fun.
Yep.
I don't know if I've never heard somebody, and I could be wrong, I've never heard somebody go, man, I cannot wait for this World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet either.
So I think, for me, the way that World Baseball Classic ended with Shohei striking out, it was Mike Trout, and he faced, I think, Betts and Goldschmidt. Like he faced 2 or 3 guys in that stretch to finish that game out. For me, I thought that was exciting. Is the entire tournament exciting? Probably not, but neither is the Olympics. I mean,
no, you're right.
I don't think the entire hockey
there's about
round
4 or 5
robin,
different games
where you're like, okay, this could be a competitive game. I think that's the case in any sport where you have multiple teams from around the world. Some countries are really good at the sport that they play. Some countries aren't. So I don't know if it's going to be as exciting because there's something about USA, Canada, and we just saw it last year in the Four Nations tournament. Like you just saw that played out and it went in a different direction and you were just waiting for that opportunity for those two countries to play each other again. And hopefully, it was a different result this time for USA. I think that's what made the Olympics exciting, the Olympic hockey. I don't know if, the baseball is going to be as exciting, but that ending, that final game and that final moment with Shohei was very exciting to me.
Yeah, it certainly was. So on that note, you mentioned the Four Nations, right? So Waterboy and the Snake Pit said, should the WCB moved to during the All-Star break, extend the All-Star break an extra week, start the regular season a weekend earlier, and end a season weekend late? I think that's a brilliant idea. I know the injury risk is still there. I know teams won't be excited to do it. You may not get everybody participating, but look at what the Four Nations tournament did for hockey during the break last year. And there is nothing going on. What happened in that Four Nations that really popped it off? Team USA versus Team Canada.
And what happened?
The fight. Oh, yeah, they got a fight. Yeah.
Are they going to fight in baseball?
No, but that's my point is all eyeballs, anybody who's tuning into social media who don't even watch hockey, didn't even know who some of these players were like, oh my gosh, that's they're fighting, like they're allowed to fight, like, and then everybody then was glued to the TV for the rematch. They were.
Yeah.
I don't know if baseball can generate that kind of a spike in like, oh my goodness.
Well, this is when I have to now tell you to shut your mouth because there's not a lot going on during All-Star Week. There's not a lot going on in All-Star Week.
Yeah, I don't hate your idea, Anthony.
First of all, it's Waterboy's idea. I got to give him full credit for this. 2, I like it. And 3, again, there's not a lot to talk about during those weeks. So,
I think that everyone's focus is right here in the present with the gold medal game for the men and women's team. But I do think once the coming weeks sort of, present themselves and we're like, man, wait a minute, the WBC is here. If you love best on best, no matter what sport it is, I think people are going to gravitate towards that because that feeling of, man, I loved watching the best on best play each other. Like the pace of that game was incredible. And then you have to think about it. Oh, wait. And Carey, you just brought it up. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Like it's been a few years, but I remember when the United States took on Japan in that final and how crazy that was. And even the semifinal games, how crazy those games were.
Sure.
And you start to remember it. You're like, oh, okay. I am excited for this, and I feel like United States versus Japan in baseball is now sort of what the United States versus Canada is in hockey. And if you can get a rematch in that, I think it's going to be incredible theater.
So now what the NHL did last year and this year, or the Olympics this year, they cornered the market. And hear me out. It was the NBA All-Star break last year, NHL, no NFL.
Right.
So all eyes, if you're going to watch a sporting event, it was going to be 4 nations. Or maybe some NBA All-Star game, probably not watching
Nah,
that.
you're not watching that.
Carey did. He was at it.
He was.
Yeah, you didn't want to be.
I wanted to be not
Initially, you wanted to be.
Yeah. But then this year, same thing. The Olympics, the way it worked out was during an extended NBA All-Star break. NFL, not there. Baseball, not there.
Yeah.
What are you watching? You're watching the Olympics. What's the biggest thing to watch at the Olympics? The hockey.
Right.
So if there was a way for the WBC to do that, to find a pocket where there's no other sport going on, to your point, maybe it's an in-season thing. Maybe it's like a 4 nations where they pause for a week to 10 days, and there's no NFL, no NHL, like nothing else competing, and yet now that's all eyes is on your product. Because what is every sports talk radio show going to talk about? Well, that, because they have no content otherwise.
Right. Absolutely.
So maybe that's an idea.
Yeah. Something to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can shut your mouth now, okay?
What? Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you deserve that.
No.
Carey told me.
No, Carey did not.
I didn't say a word, but I didn't say a word.
He's not disagreeing.
Yo, you're not.
I didn't say
and
a
you
word.
actually were nodding with Jamie when he.
I was not.
You were
So
in
I have
agreement with Jamie for a second there.
Sometimes when I'm not listening, I just nod just to give the.
Okay.
I bank
Jamie
on that.
knows.
I bank on that.
Jamie knows it.
Yeah.
Just because it looks good.
Okay.
It gives the false sense that he's engaged.
Sure.
I don't
So
know
now
that.
every time Carey's nodding his head,
Yeah, I'm gonna know. He ain't paying attention.
no, he has no clue. He
Well,
doesn't
maybe,
care.
if he
Call out
falls,
the fake nod.
if he falls asleep, we know that he's locked in, much like Connor Hellebuck on the bus.
There you go.
True.
So-
Carey must be really locked in.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a great time for baseball to have the World Baseball Classic with all the impending lockout
Of course.
conversations?
Yeah.
Sort
Yeah,
of like, hey, look over here. We
any
have all these players.
Yes, any positivity that you can draw
Hey,
up.
look
That's
at
when
what
they
you're gonna
should have
miss.
it. 27 then.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, it'll all go away when you have the lockout because you'll fight and fight and fight. And there'll be millionaires fighting against billionaires, and the fans will be completely locked out. Nobody will care about them, and all that goodwill that you do drum up, that'll all go away. Merry Christmas.
I kind of wish the lockout, if it's going to happen, I wish it would happen in 2028 so that the Major League Baseball players could play in the Summer Olympics. That way we could get some baseball, you know. But I guess that they're going to go with 2027. Who knows? Maybe it'll last 2 years.
You never know, Marsh. You just never know.
Just don't know.
You don't know.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's always great to think of positive things.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, Jamie, you missed it. We were super negative on Friday.
Were we?
Yeah,
we weren't negative. We were just
just
talking
sad.
about really heavy stuff.
Man, it did.
got
What did we do?
real
What did we do?
I leave for 1 week, and what happened?
Somebody was asking us about, like, hey, what's your
Worst sports moment.
Yeah, best sports moment, then worst sports moment. And not
Worst.
ours, but just
life.
anything.
Yeah.
Hey, worse
So-
sports. And it got really bad.
We were
for about
forced to talk
2
about bad
segments.
stuff, man.
Like, what the hell? Who the hell decided to answer that question?
Well, we have to. It's a sports six-pack.
Yeah, we're by law, with the
Exactly.
bylaws.
We've got no choice.
If Marshy asks the question, we are forced to answer it.
That's correct. Yeah.
Now, Marshy doesn't have to pick that question.
No,
Probably
no.
pick a different question. That one was tough, man.
I'm sure he didn't realize it was going to lead to that, but
No, I didn't. I thought it was just a harmless question. It just,
It got dark in here.
it did.
Phew.
Yeah.
Certainly did. Yeah. All right. Nice job, guys. What does Team USA's win mean for hockey in the States? And by the way, the Cardinals just came back and beat the Marlins.
Blue collar baseball right there.
Rallied to beat the Marlins. They tied the game in the ninth and just won it 5-4.
pitch.
No, was it?
Well, there was a big ground rule double, and then it looks like he got hit. Yeah, either way,
I don't know.
Cardinals rally to win. Probably means World Series now. What does Team USA's win mean for hockey? Again, we'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
Well, that beautiful sunshine out there right now makes you want to wash your vehicle, maybe look at adding some accessories, modify it a little bit. Nothing looks better in the spring and early summer than a vehicle that's tricked out. If you're going to trick out your vehicle, head over to Pure Performance, your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. They've got running boards, they've got light kits, leveling kits, lift kits, oversized tires, you name it, they've got it for your vehicle. And it's not just a certain amount of vehicles. It's not just Jeeps or Broncos or pickup trucks. No, SUVs, cars, as well as minivans all have accessories available over at Pure Performance. But you do have to stop by the facility. It's located in St. Peter's off of Cave Springs Boulevard. Just follow that back. You'll find it over in the corner. It's a 25,000 square foot facility. Walk in, please ask for Shelby. Tell her that Jamie Rivers sent you in, and she's going to take great care of you, whether it's the accessories you're looking for, or if it's just plain tires you're looking for, or you just need something done in the garage. They have a full-service garage. It's there to take care of anything that you need, but you do have to stop by. And if you can't, you got to at least check them out online. Visit them at pureperformance.com. That's pure, P-U-R, performance.com.
It's Fast on 101 ESPN. What does Team USA's win mean for hockey in the States? Following the game, I was going out and doing some chores, running around doing some things, and I was listening to somebody on one of the national broadcasts who was talking about how, even after the Four Nations tournament and all the excitement that was drawn there, it kind of felt like business was back to usual in the NHL, meaning there wasn't like this significant bump that the NHL got in ratings or attendance or anything like that. It was just kind of Four Nations, everybody loved it, and then everybody kind of went back to whether if you were into hockey, you continued watching. If you weren't, then you didn't. Do you see that being different this time around in the USA with the Olympics? Because I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I do. The host mentioned, he's like, well, I had a dog in the fight. We had a dog in the fight. Well, if you don't have a team that you root for, it's unlikely that you're just going to be automatically drawn to just watching the sport. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think, when you watch the Olympics, you root for Team USA.
Yeah.
Four Nations, you root for Team USA. If you don't then say, well, hey, I'm now a Las Vegas or a Vegas Golden Knights fan, or I'm a Blues fan, or I'm a Devils fan, or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the NHL gets there's more buzz just because of the Olympics.
Well, I certainly think that anybody that lives in the New Jersey area will definitely take in a Devils game now that Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal.
Sure.
I think that some of the bigger stars, obviously Brady plays in Canada for the Ottawa Senators, so the impact in the U.S. might not be there per se, but Matthew going back to Florida, if you haven't already watched him, you're going to tune in. Right. Austin Matthews, again, he's in Canada, but to me, it's the players that you remember from that team, and then if they for some reason play on your local team or a team that you've always thought about cheering for, now you're like, I'm interested. Mm-hmm. I'm invested at least in this one player. I don't want to see him play well. I want the team to do well. Now, does that mean it grows the numbers big time? No, it doesn't automatically mean that. And I think that's the one challenge that the NHL has had, in particular in the United States, is growing their game at the same pace as the other major sports. Yeah. You can tell by the amount of revenue, the TV deals, like everything is skewed towards them being the little brother of the pack. Mm-hmm. How they grow that even more, I don't know. But you can't say that Gary Bettman and the owners and the board of governors hasn't tried a lot of different things to get more eyeballs on the product. And I do think that currently might be the highest number of people who are at least interested in hockey.
I was listening to Eddie Olczyk after the game, and he talked about you could tell he was so proud. He was so happy that USA won. And he was talking about how the Matt Boldy goal would be a play or a thing that younger generational kids would be trying to do. He's like, that goal was beautiful, and how he made that move. He brought it back to him when he was a child, watching NHL players do certain things that he went out and tried to emulate those things. So I think it does have that effect on it. I think we forget, there's nothing else going on, right? There's nothing else that people are watching. And I know we live in a society where everybody watches things on their phone now. They may not sit down and watch an entire game. But if you are one of those kids that are glued to your seat watching the Olympics and watching the hockey team, and you're in Chicago or St. Louis or Denver or wherever, and you're watching that game and you're like, oh, man, that's what I want to do. Because you felt that way at some point watching a player. I felt that way watching a player while I was growing up. We all did. We all watched a specific player like, I want to do that. And so I do think that when you win, when you have the success, when you see Connor Hellebuck playing the way that there's a young goalie, like, that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. I want to lead my team to win a gold medal or win a Stanley Cup. I want to be that. So I think that does kind of elevate the experience and the eyeballs that were tuned into what was going on these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think too that what'll happen over the next 6 months is there'll be a wave of registrations. Kids that have never played hockey before, whether they know or want to sign up for hockey, a lot of the parents are going to be so jacked up. and they're going to say, hey, remember that Jack Hughes? Remember he scored that goal? Well, he's a hockey player, and he started like this, too. Maybe you'll love it, too. And that's how it kind of happens. I mean, I can speak from personal experience here in St. Louis that following the Stanley Cup championship, there was a spike in registrations. There was a spike in kids that were doing camps, doing lessons, taking skating lessons. There was a spike in that because everybody was so excited about the Stanley Cup. And then, kids would be like, well, I want to be like Ryan O'Reilly. Well, you better put a pair of skates on. Okay, let's go try this, And so the numbers did spike, which was great for local youth hockey. I can't imagine that won't happen on a national level as well, at least to some extent.
Do you think it's tough for the casual fans who are just now being introduced to hockey to go from best on best? And we talked about it last night, yesterday, in the morning, bright and early. You're watching the pace of that game, probably the fastest game that I've watched in my life. It was incredible. And then you go to a regular season NHL game where the Columbus Blue Jackets are playing some team and it isn't the same.
Right.
Do you think it's tough for them to buy into, and I'm sure those people are watching the national games, so maybe there's better teams playing in those national games, but there is a break from now, not a break, but a stretch of time from now to playoff hockey. And we know that playoff hockey it's a different sport. And that is probably the closest thing that you're going to get to these Olympics, right? In terms of pace of play.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The style of play, the intensity of the game. There's a stretch, though. So how do you keep those fans engaged from now till the start of the playoffs?
Well, that's the tough part because you're right. It's not the same product, which now I fall back to, do you have a team? We enjoy the Battle Hawks and getting into the Battle Hawk games, but we all know that it's not the NFL. If you have a team that you're rooting for, like I brought Killian to a game last year, and we were there, we were live, we were both rooting for the Battle Hawks and wound up winning the game. It made it more fun. Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to replicate, though, an NFL game. Just like you're not going to be able to replicate what it's like to have Nathan McKinnon and Connor McDavid and the Hughes brothers and everybody on the same ice at the same time competing at such an intense moment because you got a gold medal on the line. You just can't replicate it. But if you have a team that you're rooting for, I do think that helps.
I think from a league standpoint for the NHL, they have to go above and beyond now to continue to educate the consumer, so to say, meaning their ESPN games, the TNT games. Don't worry about showing this, that, U.S. gold medalist Quinn Hughes coming to town to play the St. Louis Blues, like Matt Boldy, and game scored, and first goal of the game, Matt Boldy. Like, really hype up these U.S. guys so that people remember, oh, yeah, I remember Matt Boldy, Quinn Hughes. Oh, yeah, remember you watched that game with me? Yeah. Well, let's check it out.
Right.
That's what the good... Like, if you're selling something, you're selling the people that are playing the game. You're not necessarily selling the teams
or the game itself.
No. You're selling this person. Look at him. He's a superstar. You want to watch? Who am I watching? Well, and then you see that person that they told you to watch, and he's amazing. You're like, oh, he is damn good. Now I'm more engaged than I would have been had I just turned on this specific game. These two teams playing each other. You care about the stars in the games. That's what brings people in.
And from a production standpoint, anytime there's an Olympian that is in some of these national games that they show, grab pictures, grab footage, show them in the uniform, show them with the medal on. And by the way, this is, so-and-so from Team USA. You see him here with his gold medal. He's in there tonight, number 12 for, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So people now go, oh,
that's
crap.
The lead up to the game.
And then in-game continue to remind people that these are some of the best players in the world that you're watching.
Sure.
Not all of them, some of them.
Yep.
I am fascinated, from a psychological standpoint, for fans that watch football. The amount of time that we sit there and watch a game, there's not a lot of action. You could, what is it, less than 15 minutes worth of actual gameplay? No.
In football?
Yeah.
So many whistles.
It's 15 minutes of actual
all kinds of breathers.
Gameplay versus hockey, which, the speed is incredible for a full 60 minutes within that 2 to 3 hour time period.
Right.
It's just, I don't understand it, and maybe it's because people don't get the game of hockey compared to football. Although, you can make an argument, how many people know different packages in football? Or do they just know this guy throws the ball, this guy runs the ball, that's it?
I think football, believe it or not, is pretty easy to figure out as a newcomer fan. You've got offense, you've got defense. I'm not saying it's easy to play.
No.
Like,
I
quarterback drops back. That guy there's the quarterback. He either gives the ball to the running back or he throws it. Oh, okay. That's a first down. It's 10 yards.
You have the line right on the TV.
Hockey, you got a guy that's offside for a second, then he's not offside because the puck doesn't go all the way in. And you're like,
Plus, they have line changes so quick. Sometimes it's like, okay, who the hell's on the ice right now?
You need to bring back the highlighter on the puck.
No, people hate it.
I loved it.
Well, hey,
People love
you're
that.
sick.
I know what the puck is, man.
It was the
I
red
didn't need
laser.
the laser behind it. I don't need that. That was too much. But
That looked like a video game.
It was ridiculous.
So
just give me the highlighter on the puck so I know where it is at all times.
did you guys even think that he scored yesterday?
No.
See what
I
I'm
had no
saying?
idea.
Yeah.
It's
For
hard
like
to
a split
tell.
second.
So when I was watching the game, Madeline came in at one point and she goes, "How do the players know where the puck is?" I go, "Well, sweetie, they do." Because she's like, "I don't see it."
Madeline is I see.
And that's your audience.
That's who
Absolutely.
you want her
Yeah.
engaged,
You
don't
want
you?
her to know
Bring
where
the
she is.
highlighter back.
She was interested. She wanted to know what I was
She would
watching.
have sat her butt there and watched. She said, "Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I see it now. I know what's going on."
I was explaining to her this is Team USA. This was all the best players in America playing against all the best players in Canada and the gold medal. And she goes, "Oh,
Cool, Dad.
Daddy, how do you know where the puck is?" I'm like, "Well, they're on the ice. They can see. I can't see it." I'm like, "Okay."
And that's the battle.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man. Congrats to those guys. That's the biggest win since Team USA won at the Junior Goodwill Games.
It certainly was. Yeah, Marsh, Jamie showed me your funny post yesterday. Yeah. Marsh was reminding people that while they were complaining about the 3-on-3 overtime rules, nobody, of course, was bitching when the Junior Goodwill Games went right from regulation to the shootout.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. People just embraced it because that's what they'll knew what the rules were. Yeah. All right. We got fill in the blank coming up next. So if you have a fill in the blank that you want to send us, do so via the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. We'll play fill in the blank next. Well, we were supposed to talk to our guy, Stewie, but he happened to be helping one of our 101 ESPN customers. So a listener had called Stewie, and it was something about a refi. And you might be in that same spot, right, where you don't know if it's a good time to refinance your house right now or your mortgage, but Stewie does. And Jamie, I know that you had purchased a home not too long ago, within the last 2 years, and he's got you now already in a system where it's like, hey, I got to reach out to Jamie right now to let him know that now's a good time to refi. That is one of the things that Stewie does better than anybody that I have seen. Creating convenience for you. I don't know. You ever work with different companies, insurances and things like that?
Yeah,
they ain't doing that.
It's a nightmare sometimes.
There's some people, the last insurance person I had, they didn't even know that I was their client.
Yeah, no,
like, you're done.
It is different with certain guys like James Carlton. He knows exactly what he's doing. But our guy Stewie, he's the guy who made it so easy. To purchase a home can be intimidating, can be stressful, all these things. And refinancing, you don't know. They tell you it's a certain rate, but it's not really the rate. It's like, what am I doing here? Let me help you. Just pick up the phone, call Stewie. He'll tell you straight about what's going on and what he can do to help you. And then if he can help you, he's going to, or he'll tell you to wait and he'll call you back.
Either way, he's helping you.
He is. His number, personal cell phone number, by the way, 314-324-4440.
Again, that number is 314-324-4440.
Call him, text him, maybe give him 5 minutes. He was taking care of another 101 ESPN listener, but he'll get back to you for sure, and he'll be the first guy that's trying to help you. I promise you that. If you can't remember that information,
Google the Bagel Loan.
NMLS number 226715.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. All day long, we have been breaking down Team USA's 2-1 overtime win to win gold over Canada. If you have missed any of those conversations, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Speaking of interviews, we'll talk with Jeremy Rutherford, our Blues insider with The Athletic, at 4:30. But coming up next, we're going to play Fill in the Blank. So if you have a fill in the blank statement you want to send our way, do so using the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. We'll play Fill in the Blank next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Blank, 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 blank.
Fill in some blanks.
Time to play Fill in the Blank here on 101 ESPN. This is where you can submit a statement, leave something out. We'll fill in said blank. So send those statements into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Marsh, what do you got for us?
All right, let's go to the 573. Jordan Carey is playing for the blank after the trade deadline.
St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, I think that's the right answer.
The hell we talking about, man?
I think that's the right answer.
Oh, we're talking about Jordan Binnington and where he's going to be playing
That might be.
after the trade deadline.
St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues.
Oh, Jordan Carey. Yeah, it changes things. St. Louis Blues.
Yeah, I don't see there being a situation that the Blues get what they want. I think Army wants a good haul for some of these players, and the player would have to agree to the no trade clause. You'd have to waive it. So with those things kind of stacked against you, I think he's going to be a St. Louis Blue.
From the 314, the largest amount the Cardinals franchise will pay AAV would be blank.
$35 million a year.
For who?
$40 million.
I mean, what were they paying Arenado?
That's why it went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 40. Because I feel like Sonny Gray I think he got up to 35
Yep.
1 year.
Who are you asking about? I missed the first part.
The largest AAV for
Contreras
a
was
future
30.
Cardinal would be.
Future.
Contreras was 30-something,
Yeah.
wasn't he? Yeah.
You see 50? I don't see 50 million. I feel like 50 million is too high.
I agree with that.
But I feel 40.
I can see 40.
Makes me feel warm and fuzzy. You get 10-year, $400 million. It's a lot of money, Anthony. But
I'll
that's
say
about
40.
right.
I'll say 40. 40, probably the max.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see 50.
10 years, $400 million.
Mm-hmm.
Who? Anyone on this roster?
Probably not.
Okay.
J.J. Weatherholt.
Not 10 years, $400 million.
Not yet, Carey.
Not
I don't know if we'd see the 10 years either.
It would have to be somebody that's young-ish.
And there's a lot that's going to be sorted out in this lockout.
Yeah.
Like, what are the terms of the contract? Is there a salary cap? Is there not? Like, all
So
these
if
things.
10 years would put you at, if you're 25, you'd be 35 years old. That ain't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
No, I mean, if he's good enough.
Yeah. I don't see, 8 years, 360? Am my math right? Yeah, no.
I was told there's no
320.
I was told there's no math.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
Yep.
You're
our math.
You'll say
You're our
anything,
math
and I'll
guy.
just nod my head.
Yep. We'll just take that right out of Carey's book. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
From the 801, with the first overall pick, the St. Louis Blues will select blank.
Oh, Gavin McKenna.
Gavin McKenna.
Absolutely.
The St. Louis Blues will have the first overall pick?
If they do.
That's what they're
If
telling
they win
us.
the lottery,
So
and
they're there
whatever
for
it is. Yeah, whatever. I mean, the question was, with the first pick.
Is he playing right away? Is he
Yes.
straight to the?
I think
He
he
doesn't
is.
have to go to any minors or.
I think you throw him right in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Ivar Stenberg?
I like him too, but what I'm seeing out of Gavin McKenna now, the second half of the season, a lot of things.
Post punch?
Yeah, well, I didn't mind the punch, and post punch, he's been lighting it up. By the way, Anthony, he had 8 points in one game.
Really?
Is that good? It's a record.
No.
Yeah. And he's
pretty good.
starting.
Who's he playing against, though?
Yeah, who was he playing? It wasn't a terrible team, I don't think.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was Ohio State.
I think it might have been Ohio State. You're seeing him separate himself from the pack now. And I just think he's got the most upside. I don't know as much about Stenberg, so I can't go like stat for stat and whatever. I think it's those two guys at the top of the food chain, and then there's a little drop off for me.
I wonder if the Blues, let's say they are in that position to get either Stenberg or Gavin McKenna, if they are intrigued by, the idea of having both of the Stenbergs
I'm sure
on
they
the
would
same
be.
team.
Two Swedish guys. Not that they'd be the Sedins and things like that, but Steiner's a Swedish guy. There would be a lot of intrigue for sure. But I just don't know how you look past a Gavin McKenna.
All right, Ladue Lawn Boy. Jamie wore a Speedo blank days on vacation.
4.
2.
I'm going to say 0.
No, it was one day. The way it worked out, it ended up being one day. Actually, it was the last day I was there. We were out by the pool and whatnot, and then I made sure that Ashley turned around and got full view of the Flamingo Speedo this year. Anthony?
Nice.
Yeah, it looked apparently...
Flamingos?
Pink flamingos. Apparently what I didn't realize is on the back side of it, it looked like 2 flamingos had their heads up my butt.
That's good for you.
Okay, yeah.
Nice work there, kid.
You're gentle.
Good.
Whatever you like, man. This is a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. But yeah, so we blessed the resort with one day of the Speedo.
That was nice of you.
Yeah, thank you.
From the 314, blank was the most impressive player in the Olympics this year.
Okay, so it depends which way you look at it. It's Connor McDavid from an offensive standpoint, or it's Connor Hellebuck as the goaltender that carried you to the gold medal.
I actually have a different answer for that.
Are you thinking Celebrini?
I'm thinking Macklin Celebrini.
I think it was his coming out party.
I mean,
wow, is he good?
He's not even 20 years old yet.
No. And remember a couple of years ago when I said I thought he would be better than Connor Bedard?
He is.
I thought he was a better all-around player. Little did I know he'd be better offensively. I thought he'd be the 200-foot, like Jack Eichel-esque type player.
Yeah.
But his offensive game is through the friggin' roof.
He's a really good player.
He had 8 shots on net in the semifinal, which is insane, by the way. It's a ton of shots on net for one player. What about on the women's side, Jamie? Who stuck out for you for the women's side of things?
I mean, the women dominated from start to finish, so it's...
Who didn't?
Who didn't what?
Who didn't stand out?
Obviously the ones who don't stand out, you can't really remember that well. I was focused primarily, I obviously the storyline of Hillary Knight, the captain, her last Olympics, and her doing her thing, and then I was focused on Joey Dunn. Really was. Local St. Louis girl. Her sister, Jinsey, was an Olympian as well. And Joy, at one point, played on the same team as my boys. This is how crazy of an athlete she was. Playing all sorts of other sports, too. But she played up a level to play with our team, and she played goalie. She was a goalie. She was one of our best goalies. And then the games where she wasn't playing goalie, she'd play out.
Wow.
And she was playing against boys a year older than her. And that's when I thought, okay, this girl's she's a really good player.
She's something.
And she's gone on to do great things, obviously.
We did get a text earlier, and I can't find it right now, but going back to our previous segment, this listener said that, what the women's did will actually be they'll have a bigger impact with their win on youth hockey, more so than maybe the men's team with young girls wanting to play hockey.
Yeah, it's an interesting thought. Sure.
It is an interesting thought. Look, all of it's going to help. All of it's going to help. I just don't know. and this is nothing against the women, because they're not able to play in the NHL. They're not always in the spotlight. The Olympics, quite honestly, is their biggest spotlight for a lot of these women players. And so I think that as far as a bigger impact goes, more eyeballs will see men's hockey players following the Olympics than to try and find where some of these girls play, whether it's back in college, PWHL, like wherever they're playing. You know, they're still growing the game on the women's side. They're still trying to figure out what their pro league ends up looking like and how competitive it can be. So that, I think, if nothing else, it'll help that, where young girls who want to play hockey can start Googling, you know, what their options are.
We've had a lot of texters asking and wanting St. Louis to get a PWHL team, especially with all the talent that comes out of the city of St. Louis.
There's a ton of girl players here in the St. Louis area, and there's a lot of them playing collegiately.
All right, that was fill in the blank here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The Athletic put together real trade scenarios that were either rejected or somewhat accepted, and those deals involved several big names for the Blues. We'll pick Jamie's thoughts on those trade scenarios next on 101 ESPN.
All right, we had our friends in from Circa Sports earlier today with Derek Stevens, the owner of Circa Sports, along with Darren Banks, here his sidekick. And state of Missouri, get ready for this, because Circa Sports is giving you the chance to win Derek Stevens' wallet. From February 3rd to March 15th, you can take home your share of $250,000 in cash. And here it's really easy. You wager at least $100 and you earn a share. Wager $1,000 to earn 2 shares, and wager $5,000 for a 3rd share. You can bet on anything, from pro sports to college, straight bets to futures. You're not going to want to miss out on your chance to win Derek Stevens' money. There's no gimmicks to it. It is a straight giveaway. There's nothing tied to it at all. Circa Sports doesn't believe in that, but you do have to register, and it's pretty easy. You download the Circa Sports app on the App Store or the Google Play Store. It's the white app. Just click on that, and that represents the state of Missouri, and then you find winning Derek Stevens' wallet. Click on that, buy your shares, and get your piece of the cake. Let's go, baby. For any other details on anything else with Circa Sports, you can always visit them at circasports.com for any details regarding the contest, the app, or what's going on in lovely Las Vegas. Must be 21 and over in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
need a new Gauntlet contestant, so feel free to text in the word Gauntlet if you haven't played before or you haven't played in a while. Just text in the word Gauntlet all to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. So Jeremy Rutherford, our Blues insider from The Athletic, who will join us at 4:30. We'll discuss some of this content with him as well. But JR put together an article in which he discussed with Craig Button and I think some of the other Athletic writers whether or not those teams would accept a deal, or can you put together a trade involving some of the Blues players, the names that we hear a lot. So, for example, Justin Falk. They have a proposed trade deal involving Justin Falk going to the Red Wings. So Falk, with no salary retention, he would go to Detroit, and the Blues would receive a first-round pick and a fourth-round pick. Craig Button said, do it. Falk takes pressure off of Moritz Seider, adds an element that gives the Red Wings strength on defense, changing the cards for the Blues. So that was just one example of a deal. Now, Jamie, I'd asked you, I say, hey, if you go through this, obviously there's some deals that are almost one-sided for the Blues, and of course you'd love to do those, but as Craig Button or others have noted, not going to happen for the other side. What name intrigued you the most? Let's start there. So out of the Blues players that were mentioned, what were the trades that you were like, yeah, okay, I could see that?
Well,
more times than not.
I could definitely see the Red Wings being interested in Justin Falk. Mm-hmm. They're looking to add to their defensive core, and they're a team that's, tied for second in their division right now. Looks like they will be a playoff team for the first time in a really long time. And they have a really good team. So this would not be the only move that Steve Yzerman would make. I think that if he goes and gets a defenseman, he's going to look to add some depth up front as well, too, a second or first-line player. I just don't see the Blues getting a first-round pick for Justin Falk. Like, players that garner, like, that kind of attention are like when you're trading a Brad Marchand or, like, you're getting a name. And there's nothing against Justin Falk. Mm-hmm. I just don't think it's a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Could it be a conditional second-round pick and a fourth-round pick or a prospect? Yeah. I think the Red Wings would be forced to give up something that just stings a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's going to be one that you hit a home run on, because if you're Doug Armstrong, you're kind of trying to move off this contract.
Yeah.
He's moving into his last year, and you don't know what you've got in Jiricek. You don't know what you've got here with some of the other guys. You're looking to make some room, relieve some of the cap pressure. Mm-hmm. So I don't think the deal would have to be that steep in order to get it to be pushed through.
Sure.
For both teams.
One of the names that when I was reading through this, one of the I thought themes looking at the Robert Thomas trade offers was ultimately what I walked away from the article thing is that the Blues are not going to get maybe what they're asking for Robert Thomas. And they're going to ask for a lot, obviously, because he's a young center. He's under contract. But, for example, the Bruins get Robert Thomas in this Athletic article, and the Blues receive center James Haggins, center Dean, you'd have to help me with this. Latorino, thank you. And a 2026 first-round pick. Button response, not a chance I'm doing this if I'm Boston. I hope, and a hope and a prayer for the Blues. Pronman says the Bruins probably push back on 3 assets here and keep it to Haggins plus another premium asset. This is a theme. So there's another trade. This is the Bruins get Thomas. The Blues get Haggins, left winger Will Zellers, and a 2026 first-round pick from the Maple Leafs. Button, again, I'll open a prayer from the Blues' perspective. This is the same thing, that no matter what the trade offer is, where Thomas is going, the response is not a shot in hell for that the Blues would receive this.
Now, Jamie, I haven't played hockey yet, right?
Yeah,
still working on it.
Yeah.
And I think Robert Thomas is a fine hockey player. I think he's a really good hockey player. I don't see Robert Thomas being a player that you trade one for 3 and a draft pick, or 1 for 2 and a draft pick. Like, I feel like it's more like we'll trade you a player and a draft pick, or we'll trade you a player and maybe another player, or maybe we'll trade you Thomas for 2 draft picks. But I don't see a scenario where you get 3 things back for one player in Robert Thomas. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know that he hasn't played well enough this year, and I don't know that he's, that caliber of a player. For me, that's a guy that you think is going to come in and get 80, 90 points or 100 points and be your top centerman on your team and lead you hopefully to a Stanley Cup. Not, somebody that's going to get a first-round draft pick and a former first-round prospect and a current player to come back on your team. Am I crazy?
No, but here's what I think to be true. In fact, I'll say that I know to be true, having kicked a few tires around the league with some people that I know on different teams, is that's kind of the asking price. Right
that's
now.
Where you're going to start at.
That's where Army's at right now.
Right.
And he's not budging.
Mm-hmm.
And Doug Armstrong doesn't have to budge. He still has this player under contract for 4 more years or something. He doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, but he does if you want the team to be different. And I think
unless as an organization you believe that Thomas is a piece of the puzzle moving forward.
You could believe that, or you could believe that he's a part of the problem.
Could
that
be.
Has been part of the problem for the last 3 or 4 years.
In that boardroom, I bet you there are different opinions on both sides of the argument.
And I'm not pushing back because obviously you would know more. But my question would be is, what's different? You've changed coaches multiple times, and you're still getting the same version of said player. It's not that the coach is unable or is unwilling or has not unlocked. We hear that a lot. Oh, we need the right coach to unlock the player. Sometimes you got to unlock your damn self, man. You stuck in the room. The key is right there. Get the hell out.
I think the pushback that you'll get, Carey, is people will look at the body of work after 4 Nations last year, where he was the highest scoring player. Mm-hmm. And you go, okay, if that's the ceiling.
Should have traded him there.
If that's the ceiling.
Sorry, Carey. No, I'm sorry.
Here's what else I'll add to if someone is in the Robert Thomas camp, meaning they think he should stay here, they want to keep him, all that stuff. When's the last time he had another star player to pass the puck to? So like Connor McDavid, as great as he is, right? He still has Zach Hyman on one wing. He's got Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who's another first-round pick as well. Like, a lot of these guys have another guy. They have their Robin. It's Batman and Robin. And I know they thought it was going to be Kyrou and Thomas. That just hasn't worked out the way you wanted it to. So since then, though, he's played with Buchnevich, Neighbors. I wouldn't consider those guys first-line players. But Dvorsky plays center. Snuggie could be, but is Snuggie there yet? He's not there yet. So, like 3 years from now, Snuggie might be there.
Right.
So if you're the Blues and you're in the camp of, let's go out and get another good player for him, and let's really see where it's at.
My pushback would be, and I didn't mean to cut you off, my pushback would be, if you are that great of a player, then you make the people around you that much better.
And maybe that's what it has been doing, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, then hell.
But that would be my argument if we're playing that game right now. I'd be like, well, what would Jake Neighbors? You think Jake Neighbors is a 26-goal scorer on a line without Robert Thomas?
Right. Okay.
I'm just wondering, because...
So then they need to draft Gavin McKenna and see what he's...
That'd be nice. Okay. That'd be nice. Yeah.
So... Last year, we just mentioned, though, that he had one heck of a post-4 Nations stretch. Well, it's not like the team is that much different.
No, it's not. You're right. But you could, if that's the case, then let's isolate everybody. Because Booch has had some stinkers as far as like months here. No good. Kyrou, inconsistent. Jake Neighbors, injured. Holloway, non-existent just because he's been injured. So there's a lot of the pieces, although still on the roster, are not the same.
Robert Thomas has been injured too.
He has been, and he's been inconsistent. So he falls right in that pile. But then who do you blame? Do you blame the pile of players or the one player?
I blame
them all.
Ollie Marmol, of course.
Well, happy birthday, of course. I love how Ollie's about to become the next Mo. Like, we just blame him for everything.
Let y'all do it, man.
No, yeah. He takes a lot of heat.
He sure does.
He certainly does. Yeah. All right. Well, we didn't even scratch the surface on this article, so maybe we'll do more.
One of the Mac 8154 did some research, says Thomas has 309 points in his last 298 games with a face-off win percentage of 55%. Pretty good.
He is a good player.
No, I'm not. I'm just playing neutral on this one. I'm going showing both sides of the equation.
But is he the right player for your St. Louis Blues?
That's a good question.
I'm looking for the best players.
Looking for the right ones.
Yeah, those two.
Typically, Mark, they
those two.
are.
There's a lot of those, actually.
Maybe the greatest Freudian slip.
Oh, my gosh.
It's definitely looking for.
Oh, my
Typically,
God.
I mean, typically, you know.
My
fine.
goodness.
If it was football, it'd be
Me and
different.
Darren were in here like, hey,
Basketball,
man.
definitely.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let's get to the gauntlet.
Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
All right, St. Louis, if you're looking to sell your home anytime soon, you have to call my friend Gloria Liu with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. She's been in the business for over 23 years in the St. Louis, St. Charles area. And that's what you need. You need someone with experience who can price your home accordingly so that you don't sit on the market forever, that you get top dollar, but you sell quickly. That's the key to it. There's several people I've talked to about Gloria Liu, and some are selling as quick as 1 day, 2 days, 5 days. They are super impressed with how quickly she gets their home sold, and that's what it's all about. She's going to get you to the closing table. She's got over 24,000 buyers in waiting too. So whenever you list your home, not all of them are going to fall into that category, but there's a good percentage of buyers that are just sitting there waiting for your home, and that's where Gloria Liu really earns her money. So please pick up the phone, give her a call, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number is 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888, or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
408, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Ben to the program. What's up, Ben?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing great. So Marsh gave me a heads up that we had done a segment at one point that you predicted it'd be Justin Falk. Fill us in a little bit, because apparently you nailed something.
Yeah, so early on in the year, I mean, I could just feel it. It was actually October 2nd, and you guys, the question was, which one of the Blues is going to have a great season unexpectedly? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, it's obviously Justin Falk, because he's going to be healthy this year and he's going to be ready to go. And lo and behold, here we are talking about getting rid of him at the deadline because the Blues had a little bit of a problem this year.
Nailed it. Nice job. Nice job, Ben.
I did. Yes.
Good man. All right. Well, now we're all a little scared. If you predicted that, then you got to be pretty good at trivia, I would imagine, right?
Well, I'm a hockey guy, so my plan today is to face the man straight on, and I hope I get. I'm going to pick Jamie, and I'm going to go. I want it to hit hockey.
I like that, Ben.
That's going to be
like
the
that a lot.
one.
Nice. All right,
man.
Shot.
Jamie.
Good luck.
Good stuff, guys. Thank you. Good luck to Jamie as well.
There you go. All right. So Jamie's going to make his way right now into the cone of silence. Ben, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel. We'll see if you get hockey.
Marcy, spin that wheel and make it hit hockey.
Oh, I can't. I can't make any promises. I'm not the wheel.
No, I know.
What would be your second choice?
Probably random, honestly.
Okay.
Well, it's been random.
It's been random like 487 days in a row, and it is
488.
Random again. This
Oh,
wheel.
my goodness. Okay.
This wheel has
Be
just
careful.
been. Yeah. This wheel has picked random a lot.
I have to read these
Trouble with
questions very
W
slow
words.
today.
Yeah,
This
a
is
little
going back to last week. We kept fumbling our words last week.
We did, but that was a Friday. Remember?
Well, it's been a
We said
long
it was
weekend.
a long week. All right, Ben, you're going to get 4 random questions today. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions are worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Well, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Question 1. In 2008, Ronda Rousey became the first American woman to win an American medal in which of the Summer Olympic sports?
Oh, it would have to be some kind of fighting thing, right? What Olympics? They have boxing. They don't have ladies boxing. Give me the options, please.
Sure. Taekwondo, judo, or wrestling?
Judo. Final answer.
Question number 2. Can you identify the least densely populated country in the world with only 0.07 person per square mile?
Oh, Greenland. Final answer.
Question number 3. One of the most difficult instruments to play is also known as the clown of the orchestra. Identify this woodwind.
Oh, I thought it was a French horn. Give me the options, please.
Options are Wagner tuba, kazoo, or bassoon.
Oh, bassoon. Final answer.
All right. And a last question for you, Ben. The largest variety of grass is what? The largest variety of grass is what?
Wow. Give me the options. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Giant bamboo, giant oat grass, or prairie sky?
Oh, my goodness. I'm tempted to say bamboo. Yeah, bamboo. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Jamie from the Cone of Silence right now. Ben, how you feeling?
So-so.
Okay. All right, Jamie's back from now the Cone of Silence. Jamie, how you feeling?
I feel pretty good.
Feel locked in?
I think so.
Good. Now, you know, when you walked out, Ben said, give me that hockey. I want that hockey.
Yeah, he did.
And the wheel has been spinning random constantly. Now, you were in Mexico, so you weren't maybe tuned in to all the gauntlets, but the random's been hot.
I had bad reception.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, your category's random.
Okay, great. Yeah. Let's go, baby.
Here, pack a lunch.
Okay.
Question 1. In 2008, Ronda Rousey became the first American woman to win an Olympic medal in which of the Summer Olympic sports?
That would be judo. Final answer.
Question number 2. If I can find it. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Can you identify the least densely populated country in the world with only 0.07 person per square mile?
Let's narrow it down. Options, please.
Is it Greenland, Pakistan, or Iceland?
I think I'll go with Greenland. Final answer.
Question number 3. One of the most difficult instruments to play is also known as the clown of the orchestra. Identify this woodwind.
I think I don't know if I'll know it. I think. Give me the options, please.
Options are Wagner tuba, kazoo, or bassoon.
I have no idea what a bassoon is. Bassoon, final answer.
And final question, Jamie. The largest variety of grass is what?
Oh, I think it's bamboo. I think bamboo is a grass. I'm almost positive of that. Bamboo, final answer.
Okay. Let's go over these. In 2008, Ronda Rousey became the first American woman to win an Olympic medal in which of the Summer Olympic sports? Jamie, without the option, said judo. Ben also said judo.
Oh.
Correct answer is
judo.
Jamie didn't need the options. Ben did. So Jamie's up 2-1. Can you identify the least densely populated country in the world with only 0.07 person per square mile? Ben said Greenland. Jamie said Greenland. Correct answer is?
It is Greenland.
But Ben didn't need the options for that one. 3-3 tie.
That hurts.
One of the most difficult instruments to play is also known as the clown of the orchestra. Identify this woodwind. You both took the options. You both went with bassoon. Correct answer is
bassoon.
Oh, man.
We're all tied up.
Oh, no. I'm not so sure of my answer now.
The largest variety of grass is what? Ben went with giant bamboo. Jamie said bamboo. Correct answer is
giant bamboo.
I don't know how to rule this, I'll be completely honest.
Whoa.
Is it bamboo? Is it giant bamboo? Are there different varieties of bamboo grass?
There are multiple varieties of bamboo.
I don't know.
I really don't know
I
how
didn't
to.
know there would be a giant or a small bamboo.
So here's the dilemma. Jamie said bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is giant bamboo.
Well, let's see if there's
Did he take the options?
difference.
He did. So if we rule it's just bamboo, Jamie wins.
So what were the options? Because I would have said giant bamboo.
Giant bamboo, giant oat grass, or prairie sky.
I would have said giant bamboo. So here's what I'm happy to do.
Yeah.
Because I would end up in a tie game, right?
Correct.
I'm willing to go to a walk-off.
You did get half of the word or the phrase.
But had I taken the options, I would have gotten giant bamboo.
I think we should do a walk-off. I think that's the fairest part. Jamie's willing to do so.
So let's
walk it off.
All right.
Ben, you good with that?
I'm great with that.
All right, buddy. Let's roll.
All right. So
this is not good for me.
Well, we'll see what happens here. So we do have a walk-off. Jamie, well done. Nice job.
Well, it's fair.
Even though you're Canadian and
Bitter at losing.
when it comes to curling.
Curling?
I don't know if you guys have the spirit of curling in mind, but Jamie nonetheless took the high road here. And we are going to go to a walk-off. Here's how this works. Ben, you're going to hold off on your answer. Jamie's going to write down his. When we go to you, Ben, we're going to need your option, okay? We're going to need your answer. Closest to the pin wins. So here we go. Here's your question. Giant bamboo can grow up to how many feet tall? Giant bamboo can grow up to how many feet tall? Jamie's going to write down his answer. Ben is holding off on his. We are going to get a winner here no matter what. All right, so Jamie wrote down his answer. Ben, what's yours?
I'm just going to go with a nice even 100 feet.
Okay. No math required. Jamie, you wrote down?
12.
We just heard Ben say 100.
Yeah.
Carey, giant bamboo can grow up to how many feet tall?
151.
Ben.
Wow. Chosen wisely.
All right, so Ben.
Whatever, dude.
Way closer than Jamie on that one. You said 100. You were 51 feet off.
Oh.
Jamie, a lot more.
Well, I was like 12 feet tall. Like if it's grass.
Very tall.
Apparently,
that is tall.
That's really tall.
151.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Ben, congratulations. You advanced to round 2. Jamie's got to go to the penalty box in this one. Yeah.
I feel terrible, too.
Nice job, Ben.
Hey, thank you very much.
Good job,
Jamie.
Good job, buddy. Nice job today.
All right, we'll give you a call tomorrow,
we'll
Ben.
talk to you boys tomorrow.
Nice job, yeah.
See ya.
That was a hell of a gauntlet. You guys got every question right.
Tim's offshore bookie says overtime isn't kind to Canadians.
Oh, dang.
If it makes you feel better, the 618 said there are 1,000 species of bamboo.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's like saying we all love the bald eagle. That's saying
who doesn't?
It's a bird,
Right, Carey?
right. No, it's a symbol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
of winning.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, that was a tough one. But Jamie, I think you did the right thing.
I feel bad, but
going to the tiebreaker.
in all seriousness, if I would have taken the options, I would have said giant bamboo.
Yeah, so team
Ben
decided
won,
it there,
man.
and
Fair
Ben
and
won. All righty, so we'll talk to Ben tomorrow.
I could be like those bitter Canadians, you know? USA.
USA. USA. I hope your mom's not listening.
She is. She already blasted us earlier. She already said something, too.
Did she?
Yeah, remember I told you about
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, she chimed in on our conversation earlier, and she said, overall, Canada played better. With some stank on it, too.
We've all been there. Watch our team outperform the other for a while. Still lose in overtime. What position is the most important for the Cardinals' future? We did get to overtime. That's next on 101 ESPN. Fastlane on 101 ESPN. What position is the most important for the Cardinals' future? This is a funny question, guys. It's a real question.
This show's been fun today.
Oh, my God.
Water boy, you had us in stitches in the break.
Yes, Water boy.
Nice work. Yeah. Well, pitching, of course, but let's look away from pitching, right? Because pitching, I think, we'll answer. So if we look away from pitching, because it's the most obvious choice, is it outfield, is it first base, is it shortstop, third base, or catcher? What position is the most important for the Cardinals' future? How would you guys answer that?
I would say catcher.
I would, too.
You don't know who's catching yet. Or we don't know. Hell, they might know.
Whether or not he's a catcher.
Yeah, we don't know. We have no clue.
Yeah.
Is it Paez? I mean, is it Herrera? Is it one of these younger guys? I don't know who the catcher would be. And the catcher has so many responsibilities, making sure that obviously the pitches are correct and you're aligned with your pitcher and versus which batter, what you're trying to do, how you're trying to attack him, making sure that you are aligned in terms of having your.
What the hell is he doing? Water boy. Why isn't Jamie in the box?
Ellipsis 150. Jamie, get your ass in the box. Yeah.
Making sure that the defense is aligned properly. And just getting all those things squared away. So for me, and we saw it for a number of years, Yachty was the best catcher in Major League Baseball for his time period. Some would agree, some would argue, but tomato. So I think that catcher and knowing what and who is it at that position, I think that's the most important position right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. First, how many? I mean, I don't even say years. It's over a decade.
What? So you make sure you get over my white shoulder.
I'm gonna go home.
Anyways, yeah. For nearly 2 decades, or thereabouts, Yachty was in control of not only the catcher position, but, of course, the pitching staff overall. So I think that is the most important position moving forward. He's the guy that's going to have the greatest impact when it comes to working with your starting rotation, working with your bullpen. I mean, I remember when... who was it? It wasn't. It was one of the pitchers that the Cardinals acquired at the deadline. Oh, Jordan Montgomery. Jordan Montgomery came in like one of his first starts after the game. He's like, "Yeah, Yachty told me I should throw this more. He said back in 2014 I threw it once in one game, and he remembered it, and so I just started throwing it, and all of a sudden I'm great again." Like
it was a pitch that he hadn't thrown like all year or for a couple of years, and
Yachty remembered watching him one time.
You should throw this, and he did.
Dude.
And I remember that. He talked about throwing that pitch, too, in particular, inside.
Yeah.
And he said, I'd kind of lost confidence going in with that pitch.
Yep.
And Yachty's like, no, I seen you do it before. You can do it. And he started throwing it inside. All of a sudden, Jordan Montgomery is...
Right. I don't know if we'll ever see a Yachty again. We probably won't.
No, he's at spring training right now.
He is there.
I mean, like
he's there. He's there helping with the catchers.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
Two coaches now for the catchers. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Good.
I think Anthony meant playing.
I did. I meant playing. I don't think we'll see that moving forward. But
you got
obviously
5
the
guys
impact.
there. They can figure it out.
Thigh pads?
You got 5 guys there.
Oh, the burger?
No. 5 catchers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carey loves 5 guys.
I actually do. Yeah. I mean, if you want to holler at me on the sponsorship, we can talk. Because those burgers are pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah, the burgers.
Yeah, and the fries. You get a whole... Yeah, they put so many damn fries in that bag, man.
Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they looking out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
Probably. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know how the catcher situation is going to look this year or whatever that may be, but I'm excited to have that Rainiel Rodriguez fella play. Whenever he gets called up, I don't think there's anybody going to take his position for a long time.
Really? You're calling it now?
Oh, my gosh, that guy can...
Hall of Famer, huh?
Sure, why not? Jamie said it. 429.
Nobody's going to take his place until the new catcher comes up. What's his name?
Bernal?
Yeah.
No,
Leo?
Rodriguez will
be the guy.
Until Leo. Bernal. Isn't Bernal better?
No, I think Rodriguez projects better overall. Yeah.
Good for him. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. We got a catcher?
The Cardinals nice just bring up 4 of them and just play them wherever they want.
Typically, that's how they do it. Yeah. Outfield, first base. even though they don't want to play the outfield. DH. Yeah.
Who makes those decisions?
Well, the players do with their play.
Yeah. All righty, we got to get to Jeremy Rutherford because we are way late. So let's go to JR, and we will revisit that article that he had about the Blues trades next on 101 ESPN.
Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The United States take down Canada in the men's gold medal game 2-1 in overtime. Jack Hughes, the hero for the United States as he gets the golden goal. We're going to talk with Jeremy Rutherford, our Blues insider with The Athletic. We'll talk about the Olympics and your St. Louis Blues as they get things going here later this week. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Rutherford Report with our Blues insider, Jeremy Rutherford, on 101 ESPN.
JR is brought to you by Evergreen Wealth Strategies, helping everyday people every day. Visit evergreen-ws.com.
This is Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line. We're joined by our guy, Jeremy Rutherford, our Blues insider with The Athletic. What's up, JR?
Not too much. Marsh, you need me to come in and do the board?
It's nice of you to offer.
I could do it the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. Yeah. That's hilarious, man.
Team USA.
So, JR, Team USA gets it done. I'm sure it was an exciting time in the Rutherford household as well. Plenty of Team USA chants. And your biggest takeaway from the Team USA gold medal?
Yeah, first of all, before I answer that question, I just want to, anything I say about the USA win, and I apologize, Mrs. Rivers, in advance there. Jamie, I know your mom's listening. So
she ticked off.
She's pissed off at all of us now.
Yeah. there was a lot of excitement here. You guys know I got the little 13-year-old hockey player, and we were up at a bar down in South County at All-American, and everybody had the red, white, and blue, and I shouldn't say I was surprised to see that it was packed, but then to go see all the videos on social media of just the places, around the country jam-packed. And guys, I don't know if you've seen this yet. I saw it on Facebook. This was the coolest little USA celebration I've seen yet. Picture this. You got two young hockey teams playing a game. They're on the ice, so they can't be watching the game. And all of a sudden, the parents and the fan section erupts because Hughes scores and the USA wins. Once the players catch on to it and the referee catches on to it, the referee's got his arms in the air. Both teams go to separate piles and start jumping on top of each other, hugging each other. It's like a goal celebration, but there's two of them going on the ice.
I saw that video. It was pretty wild. It was awesome to see that stuff.
Pretty wild. So, yeah, it's a big day for USA. And you know what? When I think about this, when you put this Canada-U.S. thing into perspective, let's face it, Canada's won a lot of the head-to-head here lately, Olympics and Four Nations. It took me back to something that Mike Babcock said. I know a lot of people don't like Mike Babcock, but when they were talking about the Blues and Detroit Red Wings rivalry a few years ago, he said, listen, it's not a rivalry when one team wins all the time. And so he was taking a jab at St. Louis never winning in that rivalry the last few years down the stretch that he was there. So, hey, listen.
Extremely likable guy.
Yeah, the USA has to win every once in a while to make this a rivalry, and so that's why a big one yesterday.
JR, moving forward here, so we were talking earlier about your article that you did where you had a bunch of different trade options for Robert Thomas and Justin Falk and Jordan Binnington and Jordan Kyrou. One of my biggest takeaways, just reading through the Robert Thomas section, is that the Blues are going to ask for a lot. They're probably not going to get it. That was my biggest takeaway when it came to the Robert Thomas breakdown. Did you have the same feeling?
Yeah, and I agree with what your takeaway was. I guess the biggest thing is, let's keep in mind that these are, 5 or 6 Sports Open Line trade proposals. It just takes me back to listening to KMOX and, hey, we'll trade you half of our roster for Connor McDavid type thing. And,
sure.
And then the other part of that, too, is, that was Craig Button's kind of response to a lot of those Robert Thomas trade requests. Listen, those pieces are fun to put together. But it's it's a situation where you need somebody who knows the NHL personnel on every roster, and you need somebody who knows the prospects as well, and Craig Button does a great job of that. So is he in the 32 management offices right now? No, he used to be with the Calgary Flames, but he does have a feel for, the NHL and the prospects that are coming up the pipeline. So, if he comes out and he says, I wouldn't make that trade for Robert Thomas, that's one man's opinion. Obviously, as Jamie said earlier, Doug Armstrong's not going to make that trade if he's not getting what he wants in return for Robert Thomas.
JR, I'm reading a lot of things on the interwebs, and it can be dangerous sometimes reading some of this stuff, but there is a small group of, we'll call it hockey insiders, that believe Doug Armstrong may already have a deal in place, and once this freeze opens up, that there could be movement.
Yeah, and I think for that happened last night at midnight Eastern time, so the freeze is lifted, and we haven't seen anything yet. There have been times where I've done shows with you guys, we hang up, and then there's a deal announced. I have to be ready for that one. But, you've got between now and March 6th, and so it's a short window. You got 12 days, and you got 5 games for the St. Louis Blues. They were allowed, people have asked me this question, that you couldn't make trades during the Olympics, but GMs could talk. Obviously, even though Doug Armstrong's busy with the Olympics, he can still make phone calls. So there's an opportunity, a chance for something to happen sooner than later. I talked on the Last Minute Blues podcast this past week saying that, we've seen it both ways with Doug. We've seen him make deals well in advance of the trade deadline because he said it was right there. I liked the deal. I wanted to make it. And we've seen him hold on until the deadline. So it's hard to kind of, Jamie, say, yeah, I expect something in the next 24, 48 hours. I haven't heard anything in terms of that, but the Blues have a lot of business to do and a short time to do it, and I'm sure there's an order of priority to make things happen, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something in advance of that deadline.
JR, we were having the conversation about Robert Thomas, and Jamie mentioned there may be a school of thought that some people believe the reason why he's not doing, as well as others would like is because he doesn't have that top scorer with him. And then some people believe that he's just not the one for this job. So what is your thought? Do you think he actually does need kind of that top scorer, a true, pure goal scorer to play on the line with him to get the most out of Robert Thomas?
I think he does, Carey. I think he needs a consistent top-line guy who can score and take advantage and use what Robert Thomas brings to the game. And as you guys described, that's not to take Robert Thomas off the hook. Look, he was phenomenal last year after the Four Nations. Can he be that player consistently, throughout the bulk of the season? Maybe not, but you need him to be that on most nights. And let's keep in mind here, he's been dealing with this injury. The Blues addressed it, called it a minor leg injury. Remember, he had that fractured ankle a year or so ago that he had, he came back from, and, hasn't quite been the same, for the bulk of the time that he's been back. And so, how much is that bothering him? He's been skating the past couple of days off and on with the Blues, who are, returned to the ice, after the Olympic break. And there's a chance he's going to get in the lineup soon. I think Jim Montgomery said that, kind of wait and see at this moment. But, Carey, to answer your question, I think that you can put some of it on Robert Thomas. He needs to be the type of guy we saw after Four Nations. But I think that if you don't have a Kyrie producing, if you don't have a Buchnevich, you still got a young Snuggerud. You can expect something from him in the future. I don't know. You can put him on him this year. You've got to have somebody in that lineup with Robert Thomas who can take advantage of what he brings to the ice.
JR, last one I've got for you. And just your feel right now from things you hear around the league and just your overall opinion. Following the trade deadline, do you think Jordan Binnington is still wearing the blue note?
I think so. I think that when you look at his situation, he does have a year left on his contract. There might be a team who's willing to say, hey, look, we think he can come in and maybe not be the savior for our team, but give us a good 1A, 1B. I think that the Blues would entertain that idea if they want to kind of turn and give the job to Joel Hofer. What do the Blues have, though, that they can bring in to play with Joel Hofer? Because they don't have it in the minor league level. They'd have to have that coming back in a trade or dip into the free agency market. And if you think that Jordan Binnington is the type of guy who you want to help get you through that next year of his contract, and you're not going to find anything different or better than him, then maybe you hang on to it. I keep going back to what Doug Armstrong said when I asked him that question. He said, if we feel the time is right to move on from Jordan, if he feels the time is right, one side's going to go to the other side and say, hey, let's make this work out. So I don't see anything happening between now and the trade deadline. It could be a summer deal, but I do see him after the trade deadline here with the Blues.
JR, great stuff as always, man. We appreciate you. We'll circle back with you next week when the Blues get going again.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. That's Jeremy Rutherford, our Blues insider with The Athletic at JP Rutherford. If you haven't followed him on Twitter yet, make sure you do so. All right, we are going to go to the biggest question of the day next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Fastlane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy Siding.
Time for the biggest question of the day here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Marshy, what do you got?
So I watched a video yesterday, and this was after the gold medal game. It was a video asking players, NHL players, which game that they would be more nervous for. Game 7 for the Stanley Cup or a gold medal game. And they went back and forth saying which one that they would be most nervous for. And then it got me thinking, okay, which question or which one would you rather win, right? Would you rather win the Stanley Cup or the gold medal? But we got a question from Car Wash Dave. Jamie, what do you think is worse for a player, losing the Stanley Cup or not winning a gold medal? Just curious. Love you guys.
I'd say losing the Stanley Cup in Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so much to be said about an individual's career. And if you go back and ask a player that won a gold medal at the Olympics but never a Stanley Cup, they'd say their biggest regret is not winning a Stanley Cup. They won't highlight the fact that, you know, they won the gold medal. Mm-hmm. Whereas you got a player that's won a Stanley Cup, and then they're like, well, I'd love to add a gold medal to my resume. And if not, well, I won the Stanley Cup, won the silver medal at the Olympics. I just think the Stanley Cup carries the most weight. Mm-hmm. And from a business standpoint, for the player who is their own business, not many teams are focused on your Olympics and going, oh, how did that go? Oh, you won the gold. We're going to give you $7 million more because of that.
Right.
But if you win a Stanley Cup and you're a perennial winner, like look at Pat Maroon, just for example. And I know he was never an Olympian, but he kept getting jobs because he kept winning Stanley Cups. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, and a Stanley Cup is something that, you know, look, it's obviously you play in them every single year. It's not just every 4 years. So for me, it would be the Stanley Cup. I mean, Carey, I know there's no comparable in football, but if there was,
it would be a Super Bowl. I think, obviously, it's winning a gold medal for your country. I think is outstanding. I think it's amazing. I think it's it's a special time. But I also think winning a championship in your sport that you play in and that you train for and that you work for, and I just think it's something different. I agree with Jamie. I think adding a gold medal makes it feel that much better. But I think if you were to ask Carmelo Anthony, would he prefer to have an NBA championship, he would probably say yes. Mm-hmm. And he has, I think, a couple of gold medals. He's played spectacularly in the Olympics and done a great job and been a part of those teams. Would he trade in his gold for a championship? It would be a conversation to have. But I think a lot of players that, like, the ultimate goal is winning and you got more cracks at it. I mean, you play every year, whereas the Olympics are once every 4 years. And if you're in that window to have an opportunity, that's outstanding. But you're playing your season every single year with the expectation in the offseason, I'm going to win a championship this year. So I think the league championship would be more exciting.
The one other thing I'll add to this is, and Marshy, you can relate to this probably more than Carey, but maybe not, is how many times in playing outdoor hockey or scrimmaging and all that, did you envision yourself scoring the Game 7 overtime winner to win the Stanley Cup? Like, every time I was on the ice, I wanted to be that guy, scoring the overtime winner, Stanley Cup championship. It's not that I wouldn't like to score the overtime winner to win a gold medal, but the thought for me was always about the Stanley Cup.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Now, from a pressure standpoint, let's look at Connor McDavid. Do you think he feels more pressure to win a Stanley Cup for the Edmonton Oilers or win gold against the United States for an entire country?
The Stanley Cup. Because right now, what's everybody saying about him?
Can't win. He's Josh Allen of the NHL.
Can't win. He's Josh Allen. He's Jim Kelly. He's like, what? Name your guy who got there and can't win it. Mm-hmm. And so Connor McDavid right now, for his legacy, winning this gold medal would have been great, but they would have said, yeah, but he's never won a Stanley Cup.
Now it's like he can't win.
Now they're saying
outside of the four nations.
But so I would definitely say for Connor McDavid, it's way bigger for him and for players like him to win Stanley Cups. I know, I saw that earlier. He showed me the banner of dominated most of the game.
Hey, you guys did.
Hang it up.
Didn't work, though.
No, it didn't. Sometimes it happens that way. All right. Any other thoughts there, Marshy?
I don't have any more thoughts. Maybe we have some people chiming in on the text line from the 314. And this is something that we talked about before you left, Jamie, in Who's Pissed Off Today. But
oh, yeah.
From the 314, what are the odds if the Russians are in the Olympics? What do the Olympics look like if the Russian team was a part of it?
A lot different. We talked about it. That was when we were pissing off everybody that day. We were talking about it. And, I mean, Canada or the U.S., probably one of them is not there, in my opinion. That Russian team, this year in particular, would have been phenomenal.
You want to talk about goaltending?
Goaltending, forwards, like they had it all. Their weakest spot would have been on the D-core. But it would have been a massive, it would have been a three-way battle between Russia, United States, and Canada. I don't know what the ultimate outcome is, but it certainly would have intensified these Olympics, not for the reasons that some people might think, but for the competition on the ice, because really then you would have had the best on best in the world.
All right, Jamie?
Yeah.
You got to head to the Blues Casino night.
Yes.
So have fun. We'll see you tomorrow.
You got it, man. Thank you.
All right, there you go. That's Jamie Rivers. We got you covered for the final hour of the show. We're going to do a couple of sports six-packs coming up. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. So you got any questions for us, send it there, and we'll answer them next in the part one version of the sports six-pack here on 101 ESPN.
My friends over at Urban Chestnut got it going on right now. The brand new Zwickle light still out there, available. It's fantastic. And we were just talking about the gold medal game. There's nothing more fun than checking out video clips or pictures of people around town, whether it was at home or at their local watering hole, and you see them holding a Zwickle light in their hand, celebrating Team USA's victory. And why wouldn't they? Zwickle Light, as we know, is the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey, so it was the perfect day for my friends over at Urban Chestnut. Listen, Zwickle Light is a really good light beer. It's only got 95 calories, 3.7 carbs, but one thing it does have is flavor. And we've all had those, super light beers before. It tastes like water. You're just not really satisfied. This tastes like beer. It really is a great beer for you and your friends and whoever else. It's crisp, clean, refreshing. Again, it's low calories and low carbs. It's quite honestly the best light beer I've ever had. And we've said it before, it's the official beer of the Rivers household. You can find it all over the city, including over with my friends at Dirt Cheap. So there's no excuse. Get out there, get your Zwickle Light. You can also visit them at urbanchestnut.com. Again, that's urbanchestnut.com. And remember to keep it light and keep it local.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
5:02, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Time for the Sports Six-Pack Part 1. If you have any questions for us, 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. You can send it there. Marsh, question 1, please.
Question number 1.
All right, from the 636, nothing will ever top the Miracle on Ice, in my opinion. But where does yesterday's victory rank all time for you guys in terms of legendary moments / performances for Team USA in the Olympics? It's got to be Mount Rushmore, right?
Are we talking just hockey, or are we talking all? Like, they beat the hell out of people, and they should have. And they, after that,
the Miracle on Ice. Beyond that, I think yesterday's win.
The Michael Phelps moment, the when they beat France in the relay, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking, I think there have been so many top tier moments in Olympic sports, in Olympic lore, like Simone Biles winning damn near every event, like being the greatest gymnast to ever do it is like, we don't even have a chance. Why are we here?
Right.
Like perfection. Michael Phelps, another one, perfection. Like you're looking at people that, and I know those are individual feats, but it's still on the Olympic stage. So for me, I think when you're winning, just dominating the entire country, like the entire world in that fashion, I think that speaks volumes to how great of an athlete you are.
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, Michael Phelps winning the eight gold medals, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's got to be in the top 5. You mentioned Biles. What else are we missing? I mean,
636 says Jesse Owens.
Yeah, so Jesse Owens, what he was able to do with the 4 gold medals, that was in Berlin. I mean, I wasn't alive for it, but if you're talking about it, and if you respect the history of U.S. Olympians, Jesse Owens got to be there. Same thing for like Carl Lewis. I was 2 when he won 4 gold medals in L.A. I don't obviously recall watching it when I was 2, but if you're just talking about appreciating the history of U.S. Olympians, yeah, that's got to be there.
Question number 2.
From the 618, how many wins would it take for you to consider the Cardinals season a success?
What do you think, Carey?
How many wins? 120. What?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. 120. 120 and 42.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah. No, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have to take that because I don't even think the Dodgers are going to do that.
I mean, you win that many games, you're come on, man.
Yeah. I don't know how realistic
What are we considering a success? Like, I don't know how you measure.
I think 85 wins would be a great success.
Playing hard every single day, showing up, not having mistakes, not repeating mistakes, growing and learning from. Well, does that mean you're going to win? No. But if you play winning baseball, then you have an opportunity.
You got to come up with
right
one.
Number.
85 would be incredible, given that it's a rebuild.
85 is the number.
If
That's
you
a lot
match,
of damn wins, Anthony.
What'd they do last year? No.
I don't have a number. You want me to just throw a number out there?
No,
70.
No, I don't.
75 wins.
No, we don't want to hear it. No.
75 wins. That's what I got.
We know that you're not.
Get over 500.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that would be a respectable season.
82
in a rebuild.
I mean, if you win 82, why don't you win 85? Why don't you win 90? See what I'm saying? Like, if you can win 82 games, you can win 90 games. I'm sorry.
I don't think it works that way.
I believe that. Because you think about it, you probably lost, a couple in extra innings. You probably, blew a lead in 3 or 4 of those games. That's 90 wins right there. Mm-hmm. So if you can win 82, you can be a 90-win team.
Okay.
Just my opinion.
Or if you can win 75, you can win 82.
Yeah. All right.
See how that works?
Okay. Get in the 70s. It's probably a respectable season.
I gave you an answer, and you didn't like it.
Nah, you were just...
Nah, I was serious.
You gave me an answer that
120.
you really didn't. You didn't believe.
120.
120.
You know, you can lie to yourself, Carey, but you can't lie to the people.
I'm not lying to anybody. I'm telling the truth. That'd be a hell of a season, Anthony. Would it not?
Yes.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it would be unbelievable.
No, I'm not drunk. Thanks for asking.
Unreal. Marshy, question 3.
Question number 3.
All right, from the 801, what are your realistic expectations for the Blues for the rest of the season?
Realistic expectations for the Blues the rest of the season. Oh, man. Are we talking organic? An organic
tank?
Tank? Is that what we're doing?
Anthony's just,
it's your see how it's not
your
easy.
answer.
It's not easy to answer, is it? Huh? You gave me all that crap about the Cardinals.
I had to.
Why?
I don't know.
So what's your answer, Anthony? We're waiting. The people want to know.
Yeah.
They tune in to hear our answers. So give them one.
Reasonable expectation. All right, I got you. I got my answer for you. I don't have any expectations for this Blues team.
Ain't that what I said? Isn't that similar to what I said about the Cardinals?
No, yours is much different.
I think they're going to win every game the rest of the season.
Foolishness. Stop. I think they are who we thought they were.
And we let them off the hook?
We're not going to let them off the hook, nor is any other team that they face.
I'm serious, man. I don't have any expectations of Blues to see this.
I expect them to be who they are. That's what I expect.
Okay. Yeah.
I expect them to be, if they, I tell you what I don't expect. I don't expect a run like they had after the Four Nations tournament last year. I don't expect that at all. I didn't expect it then. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. I don't expect it now at all. I expect them to be who they have been the entire season. They're going to play hard sometimes. Sometimes you're going to ask for more. Sometimes they might lose to Dallas with 1 minute left, man. I don't know. That's what they've been. That's what they've shown me. So I have to believe. When someone shows you who they are, Anthony,
believe them.
Believe them. Yep.
I genuinely believe my expectations for this team is that they will play themselves out of a top 5 draft pick.
Come on, man.
Wow. All right.
Why would you? Why?
I'm not
because that's what he believes.
We don't want a top 5 draft.
I didn't say that.
We want a top 2. Preferably a top 1.
I think this team's
all
better.
On the table.
I think this team is better than what we have seen.
Why? I'm asking genuinely. Why?
Well, no, I think that they are better than what we have seen. I don't know if, I don't think they're a good team, though, but I do think that they can, not go 2-8 in a stretch of 10 games. I think they could play themselves out of a top 5 pick.
In 2003, I was on a fighting Illinois, fighting the Illini team, Illinois fighting the Illini, and I thought we were better than our record said we were too. And we were 1-11.
Oof.
And I thought every time I went out there, man, we're better than we've shown. No, we weren't. we were exactly who I thought who we were. What we showed on film. I remember one of my teammates, man, we were playing Iowa. I honestly felt like I was in this thing by myself. And one of my defensive captains that was a captain with me, we were playing Iowa. And he was laying on the field, man. And I went over and I said, I know. I know. I thought I was by myself, but I see I'm not. You get it, don't you? He wasn't gonna get up. He was tired. He was frustrated. He was over it, man. Not over it in the sense of wanting to quit, but this cannot be how we go out.
Yeah.
And it was, Anthony. It's exactly how we went out. There was no change of direction. There's no recoil. We didn't go in a different direction than we were headed down a path of destruction. And I could see the destruction ahead of me. And we couldn't get off that track, man. It was so bad. We lost the game. I don't remember who we lost to because we lost to everybody. But we lost one game.
Dang.
And normally we would come in Sunday, watch film, have Monday off. Tuesday would be practice. After the game, Coach Turner was like, fellas, I get it. Take Sunday off. Take Monday off. I'll see y'all Tuesday, man. Just get out of here. Get you some rest. Get you a break. So Saturday afternoon, people left we like, okay. If you had class on Monday, you come back. If not, be back Tuesday.
Sure.
Like it was that bad.
Ooh.
You don't get a victory Tuesday or a victory Monday or Sunday in college unless you have a victory.
Yeah. Sure.
Nah, he's like, I see you Tuesday, man. Get out of here, kids.
Wow.
It's enough. It's enough to make a grown man. It was bad, man.
He's throwing the towel in.
He didn't throw the towel in. He just knew watching film on Sunday didn't matter.
Yeah.
It mattered not. It wasn't going to be anything to correct, man. We were terrible.
How'd you guys do the next week?
We lost, Anthony. Come on, Anthony.
I thought maybe the break would help.
No, we lost. We won game number 2 against
I was going to ask.
Illinois State.
When did that first win come?
Redbirds?
Illinois State.
Well, good.
That was our only win.
It's a big rivalry.
Of the year. And we lost every damn game from that point on, Anthony.
What
and
year?
it wasn't close.
What year was this?
2003, man. Worst year of football I've ever experienced.
It's a tough conference.
It certainly
That's
is.
when the D lineman from Purdue told me we belonged in the MAC.
Oh, man. That's disrespectful. You should have
Can't
said
remember his
Sun
name.
Belt.
Play for the Chargers. Like, man, y'all suck.
Denzel Perryman.
No. He's younger. What is his name? Sean something?
Sean Puffy Combs.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
I'm looking at it now. Yeah, you guys beat up Illinois State 44-2. Or I'm sorry, 49-22.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We beat the hell out of them.
You lost to UCLA 6-3.
That was the game that I almost pulled the thing out of my arm I told you about. No, that wasn't. That was
did
we lose to Cal?
You lost to Cal at home.
That was the Cal. Yeah, that was the
31-24.
Yeah. UCLA, we missed a game-time field goal.
That's why.
Home against Wisconsin, 38-20.
You want to see something? Keep going.
At Purdue, 43-10.
That was when he told me that.
Home against Michigan State, 49-14. At Michigan, it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine.
That was the game where
especially that day.
That was bad.
56-14, you guys lost.
We started a freshman quarterback that game.
Hosted Minnesota, lost 36-10.
Yeah, that was Lawrence Maroney and Marion Barber might have had 400 yards rushing combined.
Okay. You were at Iowa, 41-10 losers.
That's the game where I picked my teammate up. Robert Gallery was the number 3 overall pick. When they showed his highlight film on draft day, 90% of the plays were against Illinois. I'm not joking, man. 90% of the plays that they showed on, they show the film and watch him drive, block, and finish his block. It was against Illinois.
I'm looking at this Minnesota game.
How many yards did Lawrence have?
22 carries, 179 yards, two tutties, 8.1 per average. Marion Barber had 24 attempts, 129 yards. Did you guys held him out of the end zone?
300 yards rushing?
Yep. On the day, 338 overall.
Nice day. Did you finish dead last?
Yeah.
Keep going. Iowa, then who?
Carey had 5 carries for 15 yards.
Yeah. I was dragging my knee around. I was barely there. We lost to Mizzou on the opening day.
Yeah, that was 22-15.
Had a chance.
So at Iowa, 41-10. At Indiana, 17-14. You guys lost.
Was that at Indiana?
Yep.
We had a last-second Hail Mary that fell short.
Darn.
I remember these things, man. It was bad.
And then you hosted Northwestern and lost 37-20.
Now, let's look at that one, Anthony. Does it show you the score at halftime? Because we were winning at halftime.
Let's see here.
We were winning at halftime.
So you guys took a 3-0 lead, then a 10-0 lead, then 10-7, 13-7. You were up 13-7 at half.
And what was the final score?
37-20.
Anthony, how many yards rushing did Northwestern have?
Northwestern
Jason
on the
Wright,
day,
my boy,
364.
Jason Wright,
Washington Commanders,
42 carries, 258 yards rushing. 4 touchdowns.
And how was that the total yards that they had? How many total yards?
They gained on 70 carries that day. They gained 498 yards.
Anthony, what was the score at halftime again?
13-7.
They didn't pass the ball the entire second half.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
Whoever Brett
Anthony.
Basan's he attempted
Basin. I think that was his name.
9 attempts on the day.
Anthony.
10 yards.
They
24
ran
yards.
the football. They were down 13-7. What was the final score?
Final score was 37-20.
They ran the football every single play in the second half. When I tell you they did not pass the ball, and I'm not exaggerating, every single play, the entire second half, after being down at halftime, they ran the football every play. That was my last game, man. I did have 10 catches that game.
Man.
You were the leading rusher, 7 attempts, 54 yards, a long of 29. You had 10 catches that day for 44 yards.
Yeah. My knee was I was back to normal by that game. And I remember my running back coach telling me, you know what, Carey? We probably cost you a lot of money. I didn't know what he meant. Then when I went undrafted, I figured it out. Oh, he probably shouldn't have been playing. Huh?
Carey, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about your car.
Sorry about my season.
Sounds like the Blues won't win another game the rest of the year.
Sir. More of your sports six-pack questions next on 101 ESPN. I love playing underdog because if you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. And all you have to do when playing underdog is choose whether or not certain players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. So, for example, tonight, I really like Victor Wembanyama to go higher than 37.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I like Cade Cunningham with the injuries that Detroit's dealing with. I think he goes higher than 26.5 points. And with KU playing Houston, a great defensive team, how about we get Darren Peterson to go lower than 18.5 points? Maybe he'll get some cramps or something like that at some point. Either way, how you want to build up your card is completely up to you. Download that app today. Use my promo code Anthony at sign up to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, when they ask you, when the prompt is to use a promo code, just type in my first name, Anthony, at Underdog, and you get the $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. If you're concerned with your play, call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.speakgambling.org.
time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack is right now. So if you have those questions, keep sending them into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Marshy, go.
Question number 4.
All right, from the 636, do you think Dustin May could leave the Cardinals ERA by ERA this season at like 3.50?
Yeah, I can see that, certainly. I can see Dustin May having a good season.
He's going to be the leader at 3.5?
I mean, that'd be pretty good. That'd be really good.
Give me Libby.
At what?
2.76.
Holy smokes.
Trust me.
What was he at last year?
I've seen these things.
Did you see the future?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. How the hell is they going to win 120 games, Anthony?
That's true. It's a real good point there, Carey. Let's see here. I mean, who else would it be, really?
What was Libby last year? Huh? ERA.
I mean, maybe it's Michael McGreevy.
He's 4.21. It's pretty damn high.
No, it's not too bad.
It's not great.
It's not bad.
Is it not? It's okay.
I mean, it's not. It's ideally you want south of 4, but it's not terrible. I say Michael McGreevy with a 3.98. Cool.
Sounds good, Anthony.
All right. Who you got, Marsh? Palante?
He loves Andre.
Question number 5.
Maybe not.
Ouch.
I did see somebody tweeted something today. It was like a projection of the Cardinals strikeouts, who will lead the Cardinals in strikeouts, and Andre Palante was number 1. I was like, that can't be real, can it?
No.
I thought you were going to say Nolan Gorman.
No, this was for pitchers.
Now, I do think that Dustin May will lead the team in strikeouts.
Yeah, Anthony, I might have been way off.
Yeah, a little bit.
3.5 is commendable.
3.5 would be excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.76 would be
Cy
top
Young.
10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the Cy Young conversation at some point.
I believe in you, Matthew. Let's get it done.
Well, those are the expectations that Carey has for a 120-win ball club.
You better believe it.
No doubt.
All right, from the 636, J.J. Weatherholt to win Rookie of the Year or Jordan Walker to hit over 250 for average. Which one would you rather have?
Which would you rather have?
Oh, wow. I get the question. So you're basically saying J.J. Weatherholt is everything we hope and dream, or Jordan Walker puts together a pretty good season.
Jordan Walker. Because you can still have J.J. Weatherholt playing at a Rookie of the Year level.
That's true. He can finish like second.
He can finish second and still be like really damn good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that would make your team better if you have both of those cases happening. If Jordan Walker is under 250 and I think that's
I like where your head's at.
You don't care about batting average though.
I do care about
batting
average.
You care about WAR and WOBA and what else?
WRC plus.
Yeah, that one. That's what I meant.
Because it encompasses everything. Mm-hmm. If Jordan Walker was at a 100 WRC plus, which is average, I'll take that.
Okay. What was he at his rookie year? Do we know?
For WRC plus?
Yeah.
We can certainly look that up.
Can we find it?
Marsh, what's your guess?
WRC plus?
Yep, his rookie year, 2023. I got it right here.
I have no clue.
Well, Marsh, just guess.
I don't know. I don't want to.
I'll guess 113.
Okay.
112.
Hey, your price is right, me. What are we doing?
And
here?
it didn't work. 116. Jordan Walker, 116 for WRC plus. Any takers, Carey, on his 2024-2025 WRC plus?
70. I want to say 73.
You cheating, you know what?
Is that right?
72 for 2024.
I didn't cheat. I was just guessing.
What are you, on Canada's curling team. 2025.
It's like that picture I sent you guys.
2025.
Is WRC Plus.
I think it would be better than 24. I would say 87.
66.
It was worse.
Yeah.
Who knew?
66.
Damage, man.
Not great.
That's not good at all.
Nope.
Question number 6.
Well, I think this question is a setup, guys.
Uh-oh.
But a listener asked the question, so I'm going to ask you guys. From the 801, would you rather have a 10 to 14 day vacation of your choosing paid for, or City SC to make the MLS Cup?
Well, MLS Cup, of course.
Hell no. Give me that 10 to 14 day vacation.
I mean, I want to see my local MLS team have the utmost success.
And you can tell me all about it while I'm on my 14-day vacation.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, let
That's
me know
fine.
how it goes.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I'm all for City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe you. You don't have to yell at me. I believe you. I don't believe you at all.
Why don't you believe me?
I don't know.
I want to see the MLS team do well.
Okay. Sure, I do too. Not.
Have you ever been to a game?
I have.
It's electric.
It is.
Everybody stands pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, it's hard to see when you're.
Very entertaining. It's very entertaining.
Okay.
The crowd is into it, man.
I do agree with that. The crowd is into it. It is it's soccer, man. It's good soccer.
Where are you going on your vacation?
Oh man, Italy.
Oh yeah.
14 days.
You have been dying to get out there.
I'm trying to get there. I ain't go see the Italian hockey team, man.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I might be able to
play for them. You might. I hear they're having open tryouts pretty soon. Yeah. They didn't love their performance in the Olympics.
Oh, they tried, Anthony.
They certainly did, Marsh. Absolutely.
They worked hard, man.
Those Italians. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We have Bet the Board next. When we have home remodels in the Stalter household, we often go to Mosby Building Arts. They're incredible. I love working with their team. When it comes to a design standpoint, they can all come in, and depending on what you're doing, whether it's a kitchen remodel, a bath remodel, maybe it's something like doors or windows, they'll lay out the options for you. I was talking to a couple of different people a couple months back about Mosby Building Arts, and a couple of the, one person said, I love working with Mosby because I often get overwhelmed by a lot of choices. So I let them and their design team tell me, hey, here's 3 choices, you pick one out. Then I talked to somebody else and said, oh, I love working with the designers, and we work through the process together because I love a lot of different options, and sometimes I have a hard time narrowing it down. Whatever you're doing, whatever remodel it is, go with the world-class remodeling team at Mosby Building Arts. You can visit them at callmosby.com. And they have you can do a free brainstorming session. You get them on the line, you get somebody out to the house. They can understand any sort of structural things that you might find, because sometimes a remodel winds up being a repair too. We've certainly done that with Mosby Building Arts as well. But the bottom line is work with the true professionals. They can do a large project, like I said, with the kitchen or a basement redesign, or even what you would call maybe a smaller project in maybe a front door. That can completely upgrade the look and the feel of your home, especially from the curbside appeal. So give Mosby a call, or call Mosby.com is the website. Tell them Stalter sent you. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. If you missed anything from today's show, including our interview with Jeremy Rutherford, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page, and you will find all of our interviews and all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We spent a lot of time today talking about the United States 2-1 overtime victory over Canada yesterday to win the gold medal. Once again, if you missed those conversations, check it out on the podcast. Tonight after the show, we'll have some college hoops for you. Kansas and Houston. Pregame starts at 7:45. Tip-off is at 8. Coming up next, we have Bet the Board. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Time for Bet the Board here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Marshy.
Yes.
What do we got for latest standings there, kid?
Oh, Carey's still in the lead, man. This guy just keeps on winning. Keeps on winning. How about those Denver Nuggets?
Man.
I mean, they didn't even need the 3.5.
They won by 50.
They were dogs in that game.
Hey,
Did they?
plus 3.5, I
Dang.
think. They won 157 to 103, I believe.
Okay, Carey is locked in for the month of February.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Anthony, you did a great job on Friday as well.
Thank you.
Thanks to the Slew Billikens. So you picked up a point.
That did not look good at all. I thought, well, even if they win, they're not going to cover. No, I was wrong on both. They won and covered.
Yeah.
I ended up winning after losing 5 in a row. I picked up a victory. I did not go with the United States and Canada game. I went with Anthony Edwards, 39-plus rebounds, assists. He had 40 points, so
nailed it.
That was pretty good. And Jamie keeps going with basketball. Pacers did not win. They lost to the Wizards.
Dang.
So Jamie did not pick up a point. Our latest standings, Carey with 9 points, Anthony with 6. I have 5. Jamie with 6.
Okay. Carey.
I'm going to go the Tar Heels tonight at plus 5.5 on the alt spread. Yeah, they're at home versus those Louisville Cardinals. Is it Cardinals or Cardinal? Hey, Cardinals.
Yeah,
Stanford is the Cardinal.
Stanford Cardinal.
Which is a tree.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jamie texted in. He wants the Pistons on the money line. I don't know if we can verify that.
When I looked it up a few minutes ago, they were at minus 125.
Okay, so sure it's good. Highly doubt it went up any higher than that. So Pistons on the money line for Jamie. Carey, I'm going to that same game. But give me the over for the Louisville, North Carolina matchup on the alt spread at 160.5.
Well done.
160.5. So you got North Carolina. You have the home dog. I just hope they score a bunch of points. As
you don't care
as
who
does
wins,
Louisville.
Huh?
No, I don't. In fact, I'm going to root for Louisville only because it's the spirit of the competition.
Wow. I'm going to root for under 159.
I don't blame you. I mean, you got 9. I got 6.
Yeah.
I got 6. You got 9.
70 to 69.
Nah, let's go 90 to 91. Actually, let's go 96 to 90. Louisville. All right, Marsh, who do you got?
Well, I'm looking at the MAC, Anthony. How could you not look at the MAC?
I don't blame you.
MAC hoops, right?
Yeah.
How about Miami of Ohio?
The old Red Hawks.
This team is on fire.
The roof. The roof.
Give me Miami of Ohio minus 8.5 as they take on Eastern Michigan. Okay. That's at minus 105.
Eastern Michigan.
Golden Eagles. No. Some Eagles.
It is a bird. The Green Hawks.
Green Eagles. Green Wave.
Just the Eagles.
Oh.
Eastern Michigan Eagles. That's it.
Oh, I was close.
You're thinking of the Tulane Green Wave.
Yeah.
Or the Southern Miss Golden Eagles.
Yeah. Isn't there another golden?
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
Something.
The Golden Hurricane.
Who is that?
Tulsa.
Isn't there a golden something in the MAC? Golden Flashes?
Golden Flashes.
Yeah.
That's Kent State.
Kent State. Nice job. Akron.
Zips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Western Michigan.
Broncos.
Central Michigan.
Chippewas.
Fire up.
There we go. Nice job, guys.
Any other teams?
Toledo.
Oh, the Toledo Rockets.
They are the Rockets.
I was going to say the Toledo Blue Hens, but I think that's a minor league baseball team.
No, that's Delaware.
Ohio.
Bobcats.
Miami of Ohio.
Red Hawks.
Bowling Green.
Falcons.
Yeah. Wow,
It's a lot of birds.
Guys. Yeah. Well done.
Any other one? Yeah. NIU. Huskies.
Northern Illinois.
Those Huskies. Ball State.
Cardinals.
What else we missing?
Sacramento State.
Soon to be.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, and then what's the other team that
Ball
joined?
State.
Ball State's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
What's the other team that joined that?
Sacramento, right?
Well, no. Recently, I'm like, they don't count.
Oh.
Was it UMass?
Oh, UMass, the Minutemen.
What?
Yeah.
You don't like the UMass football team?
No, they're a fake. Well, actually, I do. I like that they're in the MAC now.
Another
Come
win
on.
for the big fellas?
Yeah.
If that team didn't exist, Mizzou would not have, one more win on their schedule.
That's true, Marsh. That's a good point. Yeah. We like them guys.
One way to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you're playing them.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Oh, that's right. The Bulls.
Yeah,
that's right.
Man.
You took
Forget about the Buffalo.
You took Buffalo, didn't you?
Yeah.
Against Central that night.
Mm-hmm. They lost.
And then you took somebody else later in the year.
Yeah, I think
you
did.
took Kent State or somebody or Akron. One of those two.
Like that. And I turned my back on the chips.
You certainly did. Yeah. You certainly did. It didn't feel good.
Won't do that ever again.
I told you the NIU head coach left.
Yeah.
Yeah, went to be the running back coach for the Seahawks.
Thomas Hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Maybe you and I take over at
my phone lines are open, man. You know.
By the way, it's the Toledo Mud Hens, not the Blue Hens.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the Mud Hens.
It's Delaware
Blue Hens.
Blue Hens. Yeah. Mud Hens. That's right. Good call on that. Thank you. Text line.
That was the text line that let us know. They let us know everything, Anthony.
Yeah, darn
keep
right
us. They hold us accountable.
They know it all.
Mm-hmm. They certainly do. All right. When we come back, things we learned, criticism, compliments, as well as 3 stars of the day. That's next on 101 ESPN. Hey, you only got another week or so. The rest of this week to take advantage of one of the largest buying windows that you're going to find at Auto Centers and Nissan. This month, Auto Centers, they're clearing out inventory fast. Don't want to miss out. Head down there to in Herculaneum, just minutes from South County, right up I-55 in Herculaneum. Offers are aggressive. On select new Nissan models, you can get 0 payments for 6 months, 0 money down, and 0% APR for 60 months on pre-owned vehicles. Select pre-owned vehicles if you're shopping used. They qualify for 0 down and no payments for 3 months. Every financed new or used vehicle, by the way, courtesy of Auto Centers Nissan, includes complimentary walk-away finance protection, helping defend you from negative loan equity if life changes unexpectedly. Inventory is moving quickly. Selection is shrinking, especially as we get to the end of the month here. So shop now at AutoCentersNissan.com or visit them in Herculaneum. Tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Centers Nissan. The State Farm, Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship, Arch Madness. It's a St. Louis tradition. If you haven't gone down to Enterprise Center and checked out one of the great Missouri Valley matchups for Arch Madness, what are you waiting for? March 5th through the 8th, the tournament comes this year at Enterprise Center. They're celebrating, the Missouri Valley Conference is celebrating the 50th year of heart racing excitement, the last 36 right here in St. Louis. I love the fact that it's been a St. Louis tradition. I've been to the tournament a handful of times. I've always enjoyed myself. If you're somebody like myself that's got young kids, maybe they're just getting into basketball or they want to be into basketball, check out the Family Fun Pack presented by 101 ESPN. 4 tickets, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns for $105. Coupons available at archmadness.com. So you can take the family down there. You already have the tickets. You already have some sodas and popcorn, so everything is covered for you for $105. Again, get the coupons available at archmadness.com. But take part in the Missouri Valley Conference. You're going to love it. The Arch Madness tournament, whether you're an alum of one of the 12 teams in the conference or you're somebody that just enjoys some heart racing college basketball action, especially with an NCAA tournament bid on the line, you got to check out the State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Championship. Again, March 5th through the 8th. Get your tickets now at archmadness.com. Missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the 101 mobile app. It's all brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. The podcast brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Carey, what'd you learn?
I learned in order to be successful in hockey, you got to have the right lineup.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
If not, you probably lose.
You probably will. Yeah.
The right guys.
The right guys.
On your roster.
Yeah, very specific. The very specific right guys.
Especially in hockey. It's vital.
100%.
That you have the right guys.
100%. Marcia, what'd you learn, kid?
What did I learn today? I learned a lot about myself. Learned to laugh at myself. Learned that everybody has a moment.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah.
Happens to everyone.
Happens to everybody.
We're just on
like
there.
Jack Hughes yesterday. You know?
Sometimes.
It was the right moment for him.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it really was.
For the right guy.
Darn right.
The right guy.
Yep.
Scored the golden goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people thought maybe he shouldn't have been on the team, Anthony.
Well, what are those people saying now? Nothing.
Nothing.
They shut their mouth. Yeah. The thing I learned is something, Marsh, you had shared with me via LaShawn Shady McCoy.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Who said apparently it isn't what?
The saying is not hard as hell, it's hard as hail.
Hard as hail, which makes more sense because hail is hard.
Hell is hard too, though, from
well, not
all
that we
accounts.
know. Yeah.
Oh, so I mean, you don't want to find out.
No.
You don't want to find out.
Yeah, but hail.
One is
hail
harder than the other. Like it's raining hard as hail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh wow! You say it like we all should know. I don't like your judgment there. I got. You know what I got, Marsh? I got the dad version of Carey Davis there. Like, yeah, son. Yeah. I knew that.
Oh man. Oh, I told you the text line knows everything. My bet the board pick is a Tuesday game. Oh man. Well, that makes sense. The MAC plays on Tuesday.
Too late.
Oh, take another one. You already used your parlay, right, Marsh?
I did. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah,
When
he
did he
did.
use that?
The Super Bowl.
Oh. Did I use mine? I didn't use mine. Not this month.
No.
I'm gonna go with the Houston
Cougars
money line.
Okay.
That is at minus 135.
There you go. There you have it. All right. The Tuesday game. Of course, the MAC.
573. You're supposed to text that at 6:03.
Well, maybe it's the person that Marsh is fighting for.
No, it's actually not. It's not.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's just a good citizen right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Better.
All right. Marsh, do you want to go to 3 stars? Do you want to go to some criticisms and compliments? What would you like to do?
Let's do 3 stars.
All right.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circa Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
While this football team was not that impressive, one of the men who played on it, his recollection of the entire year was pretty impressive. So our 3rd star of the day goes out to Carey and his recollection of the 2003 Illini football squad.
Yeah, you try to burn the memories, man. It's
Clearly
embedded in my
not.
brain now. I know.
I had the box score in front of me, and you were spot on in most of that stuff.
Yeah.
Our 2nd star of the day goes out to when the puck had a highlighter on it.
Put it back.
It was highlighted
Bring
at
it back.
one point in time.
I don't need the streamer, but just bring the puck, the highlighter back.
The glowing puck.
Yeah.
So,
Good times, man.
Not the heat-seeking
No, I don't
fireball
need
behind
that.
it.
That's confusing.
Yeah.
But just give me that glowing puck. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to Team USA.
USA. USA. That's right, gold medal. We didn't get into all of it, but it was kind of a wild Olympics overall. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you had a bunch of controversies. Yeah, one. I forgot where. Maybe it was from Norway or something like that. Admitted he cheated on his wife in an interview. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
I
it
missed
was
that.
wild, man. All right, for Jamie Rivers, for Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. See ya.